AKJTV.
Wait for it. You asked for me. Here I am.
Whatever this is, Cap, be careful.
You're not Steve Rogers.
Right.
Right. I'm not. We're on the brink of war. I can't trust anyone.
Captain America.
Yes, yes, yes. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, everybody. How we doing? How we doing? What's good? What's good? It's your man, VKJ. And we are here. Welcome to the MHU family. Marvel Heads Unite. What's good? What's good? How's everybody doing out there? How's everybody doing? I am excited because today we finally get a chance to talk about this movie, Captain America, Brave New World. Are you ready? Are you ready? Put some fire emojis in the chat. We gonna rock out. And I got my squad with me today. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ready? Let's get it. Let's get it. All right, all right. Look, family. I'm excited, man. We got a lot to talk about today. We gonna keep it 1,000. We gonna be real about it. We gonna be honest about it. And yeah, man, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? Y'all ready? Y'all ready to talk about this? Look. Today we're gonna be talking about this movie. This is gonna be a spoiler-filled discussion, live discussion. All right. So, I got my Red Hulk sweater on. You know what I'm saying? We got the helmet. We got Red Hulk in the back. We ready? I hope y'all ready. Marvel Heads Unite. And I'm about to introduce y'all to the squad. Y'all ready? The MHU squad. If you're ready, hit that like button for us. Definitely subscribe. This is your very first time. Let's get it popping. I ain't even going to hold you. I'm not even going to hold y'all. Let's get to it. All right? Let's go. All right. Y'all ready, family? Man, oh man. I'm excited, family. Let me bring on the squad. If you are ready to rock and roll, I got the squad in the building. We are ready to come through. We ready to come through. If y'all ready for the squad, let's get it going. All right? Let's get it going. Let's go. All right. First up, I'm going to bring up somebody who's been rocking with me on this Marvel tip for a long time. It's been a while since she's been here. It's been a while since she has come through, man. I'm just happy that she's here. I'm happy that she's here because it's been a minute. Who am I bringing up first? I am bringing up none other than this young lady I met through Marvel. I mean, you know, we met through Marvel. Should tell you a little something, you know, but we met through the Marvel. What was it like? It was like a Facebook group or whatever. You know what I mean? And we was arguing with people. She gonna tell you, man. She gonna tell you a little something. You know what I mean? We was arguing with people, and as she mentioned to me earlier, yeah, this is a full circle. So I'm gonna bring up none other than my sister from another mister. Amy Veronica is in the building. What's good? What's good?
Hey, y'all.
What's up? How you doing?
It's so good to be back.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
It's been a minute. It's been a minute.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
It's been crazy.
It's good to see you.
It's good to see you, Jay.
Yeah. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Welcome to the MHU, Marvel Heads Unite.
Glad to be a part.
Absolutely. All right. Next up, I'm going to bring a young man, all right, that I've been working with for quite some time. Okay? This young man is on the rise. He's a rising star. He knows his stuff, and he's a Marvel head. And he got his Captain America shirt on, so I already know he's a Marvel head. Okay? Who am I talking about? We are talking about the Lawrence Report. Lawrence from the Lawrence Report is in the building. What's good?
What it do, Jay? Thank you so much, man, for sending me that invite. Yes, I am a big Marvel head. I mean, you see Sam Wilson right there on my wall. I can't wait to break this down, y'all.
Absolutely. All right, and last and certainly not least, this is a Chicago cousin of yours. You know what I'm saying? She got a Chicago too. You know what I mean? And you know she been rocking with your man for a minute. Let's bring on up. We are talking about Monique 69 Ways is in the building. What's good?
Yes, sir. Yes. Hey, everyone.
How we doing?
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm ready.
You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Good. Look, we ain't gonna hold y'all, family. Right now, we're gonna do a little show and tell. You know what I'm saying? We got the Black Panther shirt. We got the Captain America shirt. We got the Samuel Jackson back there. My man got the Samuel Jackson. You know, I got some of mine, you know what I mean? I got my helmet here, you know, it glows in the dark. AMC, man, they hooked it up. AMC, you know what I'm saying? And then I got my Red Hulk right there, of course, my shield, the VKJ shield. I can't even point the right way. Right there. There it is. Right there. All right. Now, Mo got a little something too. Show and tell. What you got?
I went on and bought this expensive shield bucket.
Wow. Here come the clickety clack.
That is definitely the best of the buckets.
Wow.
That's the best of the buckets. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's definitely the best of the buckets.
Yeah. That's dope.
Yeah.
That's the real shield right there. That's dope.
And it's not light. It's heavy.
It's metal, right?
Yeah, the dude gave it to me like it was light. And then I'm like, oh, dude, you could have warned me. I'm grabbing
it. Crazy, dog. Crazy. Okay, you got Captain America up there too.
Yeah, so this came out after Thanksgiving of last year. Before the movie came out, so you can.
Okay. That's dope.
And then you got his helmet right there. So
That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah,
I want one, but it's at Target, so you know we ain't messing with Target. So anyway, I'm have to do it through an advocate, you know what I'm saying? Through an ally, you know, your ally go in there. But anyway, family, we are excited to talk about this movie today, right? I mean, I wanted to bring this up while you guys were on real quick because I was trying to, you know, the reason, you know, Amy asked me, she said, why are you doing it on Monday? It's kind of late, you know, everybody going to be doing the reviews. And I said, I want to do it when we see some type of results from the weekend.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's when we really going to have to show the world, because a lot of people saying good things, a lot of people saying some bad things too. It's like a small percentage. But I'm like, you know what? I'm all about showing improvement. So let me bring a couple of things up right here that I saw, right? Comic Geekly saying it's tracking. This was like 4 days ago, 5 days ago. It's tracking to be 90 million, 95 million. I'm sure y'all saw that with the 180 budget.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yep.
And then we got this one right here saying the critics and audiences disagree. Captain America Brave New World audience score debut is 79%. It's at 80 now, by the way. It's at 80 now.
Yeah.
All right. Moviegoers giving favorable reviews of the latest Marvel entry. Okay,
Yeah.
critics were wrong. Do y'all agree?
Agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. And last but not least, this one right here. I wanted to show this right here. You know what I'm saying? It says the second highest opening for Captain America film, only behind Captain America Civil War. All right. I know you love Civil War, Amy. We do too. And higher than Captain America Winter Soldier. 36.9 million. And Captain America, the First Avenger, 25.7. Hold on. I think Anthony Mackie got something to say at the bottom. Hold on. Suck it, haters.
Really?
I don't think he said that. I think somebody just put that on there. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, look at that. Look at that right there.
Wow, it's higher than Captain America and the Winter. You said the Winter Soldier one?
Winter Soldier and the First Avenger.
Well, I can see that, but Civil War definitely was the top tier for me.
Well, you know, Civil War, when you think about it, it got everybody in there, man. Like,
yeah, that's what I said.
How you gonna top that? You know what I mean? Like, you got Spider-Man in Civil War. Like, come on, dog.
don't forget you had Black Panther in there.
Black Panther, Spider-Man. You know what I'm saying? This was like it was partly Black Panther's story as well, because he's trying to avenge his father in the whole nine, right? So, come on. Yeah. So, I'm ready to talk about this thing, man. First, we're gonna talk about the plot.
Okay.
We'll talk about the cast. We'll go through the movie a little bit. Again, this is spoiler filled, family, and we see you in the chat. Shout out to everybody in the chat live, hanging out late with us. Appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? I really don't do it late like this. I was thinking about my East Coast again. It is what it is. All right. So let's get into first. I want to get into first the plot. Y'all ready?
Captain America, caught without his wings.
You like to play dress up and blindly execute this.
All right, family. So, what did you guys think about the movie? We'll do the rating at the very end. We'll rate it at the very, very end. But what did you guys think about the plot, right? The evil plot. You know what the plot is, right? I'm going to put it up there for people that don't know. You know, the plot, it's the framework that structures the story from beginning to end. Okay? Now we on the same page. So I'm going to go to you, Amy, first. What did you think about the plot? What did you think about, all of that?
I thought it was solid. I think what the story they chose to tell, tying in the Incredible Hulk, the Eternals, the pieces they chose to put together, I wasn't mad at it at all. And we know that X-Men is coming, right? So we saw the reveal of Beast in the post-credit scene in the Marvels, and then we had Wolverine and Deadpool and Wolverine, so that's now canon. So we got Wolverine in the MCU. So what better way to explain what's to come than introducing adamantium into the MCU? So I was rocking with the plot.
Okay.
What they did, how they chose to piece it together. I was with it.
You was with it. Okay. Let's hear it from a brother, Lawrence. What you think about the plot? What you think about the whole story? From beginning to end. Were you satisfied? Were you good?
The plot was okay. I know that they was originally writing a different story, a different plot. With the Serpent Society, with Sabra, they had to cut that out due to the whole reshoots. But with this version of the plot, I thought it was okay.
Okay. Mo, how'd you feel about the plot? How'd you feel about the storyline?
I think it was, like Amy said, solid. I mean, if you was watching the Marvel movies from the beginning, you will get it. You know what I mean? Because it's like characters when you think about since Incredible Hulk since 2008. Like, it's crazy.
Right.
Speaking of then too,
okay.
Like he was saying, they had to change. I hate to go here, but the whole Jonathan Majors fiasco.
I know,
right? It shifted everything. This was supposed to be a different movie. right? Because we were setting
Yeah.
up Kang Dynasty,
Yeah.
Yep.
right? So this was supposed to be a totally different movie, and then when that happens, they had even the name changed. Remember, it was original New World Order,
Order. Yep.
Right.
right?
Yeah.
So the name changed, and then I seen people they was talking about, well, they had all these reshoots, and so it was gonna be bad because of the reshoots. They had to reshoot it because it ended up being a whole different movie
Right.
because the
Right.
story
Right.
changed,
Right.
right? So
Right.
for them having to pivot the way they did, not bad.
Right.
And I
I
and I
agree.
and I think if you watch Falcon and Winter Soldier, the Disney Plus series, it was kind of a combination or a follow up to that as well in this movie right here.
Hmm.
Yes, for
Right.
sure.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. Okay. Let me go to the next thing right here. What do you think about the cast? Was it casted well? I mean, from what I heard, it was the cast that we see, but it was more characters. It was like other characters from the comic book. And because of the reshoots, because of the story had to change, they had to cut a lot of those folks out. So what do you think about this cast right here, from Anthony Mackie to all of them? Was it good casting?
I thought it was good casting. They kept it at, I think, maybe 6 legit characters or whatever.
Hmm.
Anthony Mackie, to me, he was solid. He definitely earned the mantle of being Captain America. Love my guy, the one and only Elijah Bradley. Their OG, super soldier, pretty much the first black super soldier. I thought the cast, was solid,
Yeah.
including Falcon as well.
Okay. Ladies, y'all agree?
Yeah, I definitely agree. These are some top-notch actors. I mean, they can act. Like you look at the list, it's like some vets, some OGs, like they can
Oh
really
yeah.
act. So
I mean, they gave us Giancarlo. I don't
There
get
you
no
go.
better than that. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, he killed it. Um, I know people didn't really care for Sabra and that actress and all
hmm
of the political stuff around that, but
Yeah.
I think for what
yeah,
they wrote, it wasn't for what they wrote. It's fine.
Okay.
I mean, she played the part that she was given.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, she was very short. Ruth, she very like very short. Like
For a widow, those you
yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah. I
I
mean,
ain't know it was a height requirement for a widow.
I'm just saying, like,
Exactly. I was saying
there's
the
no
same
height
thing, man.
requirement, and I'm not like being nitpicky. But when she was standing next to Sam, I was like, is she
I know. Yeah.
like she is super? It was kind of, I don't know, it threw me off a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Just to be a little
hey,
bit objective at this point. What's up?
hey,
So
don't let her fool you. She'll put you in a mean headlock now.
I know, I know.
I
I ain't
know.
messing with the Black Widow. You know what I'm saying? I'm not messing with
So the
no
only
Black
thing
Widows.
I didn't like, I don't even know if I could say I didn't like it. Only thing I didn't agree with
Uh huh.
Hmm.
Sabra is, yes, she's a widow, but I felt like her fight scenes too closely mirrored Natasha.
Yeah,
And like this is not supposed to be a
Mm.
replacement for Natasha. Like the whole hallway bit, even though she got down, I'm like, we saw this before.
yeah.
Like we could have did something different.
It was just super dark. That's it. And when
Yeah.
Scarlett Johansson did it, it was super bright. It was like white
Yeah.
floors and all of this and that. Right, right. Okay, I get it. So
Hmm.
what you think about the dialogue, right? Some people they were like, yo, it was a little bit too much. Some people was like, it was just right. Some people was like, yo, Hakeem, the sidekick's getting on my nerves because he's making these sarcastic jokes and it's supposed to be serious. What do you guys think about the dialogue? I'm gonna start with you first, Lawrence Report.
I thought the dialogue was fun. Because this is considered to be a serious Marvel movie.
Yeah.
I was glad that they did not go with too much comedy because we've seen in movies like Thor: Love and Thunder, for example, where everything was such a ha ha ha. I'm like, y'all, like this has to be serious. Like you can't put too many jokes when you're trying to save the president, save the world. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
dialogue to me was fun.
Okay. Okay. Ladies, you agree? Amy, you agree?
I agree. There were some segments where it fell a little flat.
Mm,
Where I think they were trying to deliver a certain emotion, and it didn't quite evoke it.
mm,
In
Yeah.
that moment. So some of that, and that may have been with the reshoots, because I guess if you deliver something so many times, you got to do it again. You lose the intent of the what's supposed to be there.
Yeah.
I caught some of that in places, but it wasn't enough to distract from everything else. And I love that they allowed him to speak multiple languages. Like that was just like
I was like, okay.
bravo,
Yeah.
bravo.
When he spoke Japanese to the Japanese president, he was like, "Oh, okay." Yeah, it was
Loved it.
Definitely impressive. Anything else you want to add, Mo?
No, I like it. It was even balanced with even though some of those jokes came off cheesy, but that if you watch the Falcon and Winter Soldier, you know that Sam and Torres have that kind of relationship.
Right.
So it's like,
absolutely. Okay, let's get to the next one. The part that I love, the action scenes. Okay, was there enough? Was it less than? Did it come up short? Could we use a little bit more? I mean, I'm gonna start with you, Mo. What did you think about the action scenes from beginning to end? I mean, come on, hold on. This right here.
Wait for it.
Come on, man. Tell me that wasn't dope. Like, dude drops down, he waits for the motherfucking G-force to hit the ground. Come on, man.
Yeah, the action scene was cool. I like the uses of his wings and the shield, how he can, cover himself.
Yeah.
And the use of the wings. It was cool. Okay. And I like the transitions of the suit. He had all the white joint that nobody really liked, and then he turned to the blue joint. So, and he got two rare wings now. I thought it was just one at first,
right?
So, and now he got two of them. So that was a cool addition. And yeah, you had the action at the beginning, a slight in the middle with Giancarlo Esposito, and you got the one at the end where he was getting tossed around like a red doll. So yeah. Cause that scene made me do one of those Fridays. Damn. I was like, "Ooh, you get your butt whooped." Right. I'm not gonna hold you. Yeah. So I enjoyed the action.
Okay, Amy, did you enjoy the action? Was it enough?
Listen,
was it enough?
We got Captain America riding a freaking missile.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hello, riding a freaking missile.
Right.
Like, nah, they went hard, and I know people complained about Red Hulk not having enough screen time. He did what he needed to do in them 5 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know what they're talking about.
Tore DC.
Tore it up. Okay.
And yeah, we're going to get into all of that because we're going to go through the story of it all. You know what I'm saying? So, my guy, Lawrence, was it enough for you? Enough fight scenes? Talk to me about the action scenes.
Okay. So, to me, there was only 3 legit fight scenes. The very first one in the beginning, at your intro of your video.
Yeah.
The one when he was fighting Sidewinder, aka Juan Esposito.
Yep.
And one with the Red Hulk. Mm-hmm. Those are the 3 legit fight scenes for me. Outside of that, it was just blah for me.
Okay, not even Hakeem's fight, little tiny fight scene that he did.
I forgot. I forgot to mention this. I did love the aerial assaults that they gave Sam whenever he was in the air. That right there was top notch for me.
Right.
It just seemed like when you fight some of the soldiers and some of the regular people, it kind of felt like he was struggling in comparison to the other Captain America movies. Like the choreography against regular human beings was just, my man, he's a human being too, but it just wasn't there for me. That part.
Not even the flip thrust, man, that he was trying to teach Hakeem at the very end. He did that a lot. He like flipped over and did the kick. You know, with the thrusters.
Yeah, that was straight. I really like that too.
Okay. And then he was doing a lot of hand to hand, man. We gonna talk. We gonna get into all that. We gonna get to okay. Good stuff. Okay. Good stuff. All right, we breaking it down. We breaking it down. Okay. Last thing. Was it long enough? Did it feel like? I mean, they said this was the shortest MCU joint. Okay. Did it feel like it was more than that because of the dialogue? Some people said it was a too much dialogue, too much talking, so it kind of felt like long, even though it was short. I'm gonna go to you, Amy, first.
No, it didn't feel long. It could have been a little longer. I think we are accustomed to sitting in the theater for 3 hours. Now, I mean that it didn't have to be 3 hours,
Yeah.
but you do feel a little shortchanged, an hour and a half. What we doing? Like,
Okay.
what's next? So I think they conditioned us
Yes.
for a certain behavior, and then you kind of rip that away, and I'm like, okay, what am I supposed to do with this other hour and a half? What am I gonna do with my
You
life
supposed to
now?
wait for the credits to go by because the credits went by.
I gotta go home?
Took
Right.
mad
They
long
gotta
to
wait
get to
for-
that end credit scene that we're gonna talk about later.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I mean, they
Like,
could have put that in the middle, but again, we'll get to it when we get to it, and I'll tell you
Yeah,
what I think about it.
it did feel rushed.
Okay.
Like they were trying to hurry up and get to the third act, and I'm
Yeah.
like, hey, well, I ain't got nothing to do. Take your time.
You make me chuckle, yeah. Okay. Anybody else will jump in? Was it too long? Was it too short? Did you feel shortchanged? Was it just enough? Go ahead, Mo.
Yeah, you go ahead. Then I.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it did end it kind of quick. I'm not gonna hold you than we are used to. So, yeah, I felt a little shortchanged, and like you said, we're gonna talk about that
Yes,
post credit thing.
absolutely. Okay.
I thought it was just right for me.
Okay.
And like she said, I know we are accustomed to 2 hours and a half, 3 hours, sometimes Marvel
Yeah.
like movies. But for me, the time was fine. I had no problems, no issues at all with the time.
Okay. All right. I mean, I ain't had no problem with the time either, man. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was, of course, I want to see more action. I want to see everything. You know what I'm saying? Of course, as a Marvel head, you want to see way more stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? You want to see the Red Hulk smash even more. You know what I mean? And we're going to talk about that we're going to talk about it all because, there was, like I said, I felt it was good. I said this in my fresh out of theater. I felt it was good. It wasn't great. Okay. And we're going to go through it. We're going to break it down. We're going to do all that good stuff. All right. Let's get to it. We're going to talk now and go through some of these slides from the movie.
Oh, shoot.
And yeah, man, we gonna break it down, family. Shout out to everybody for coming through. I didn't, take these pics. You know what I'm saying? I found this online. So, just so you know, Marvel, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't in the movie theater with my phone, okay? All right. But how about the marketing? What did y'all think about the marketing, man? I thought the marketing was pretty good,
The issue with the marketing, I think due to the reshoots, they kept showing too many clips of this movie circulating through the Marvel Twitter pages and Facebook. By the time I got to movies, I felt like I've already seen.
Yes.
I
Yes.
need Mackie be on shows like The Breakfast Club, for an example, right?
Right.
Yes, he was on Good Morning America, but I needed him to be on a show like The Breakfast Club. I needed him to swing by Essence. You know what I'm saying? I needed him to target the more Black media, for example. You know what I'm saying?
Got you. Okay. Good
So
stuff.
for me, I actually hated that they revealed Red Hulk. I know why they did, because unfortunately, not Marvel fans, MCU fans are a little nutty. And
a little?
Yeah.
because of how fans have behaved, they needed to sell this movie. And so we got something we shouldn't have gotten in this trailer. Like, we should have walked out of this movie like, yo!
Right.
You know what I mean? But unfortunately, the climate didn't allow for that. Like, I was really disappointed that this was revealed.
Yeah. I can agree with that. It's like you showed me the climax in the trailer. And I said that in my fresh out of theater. I said, it's like when you watch the trailer, you pretty much got a lot of stuff from the film. But then there's some stuff that was revealed that's not in the trailer. Right. Like we're going to talk about.
Well, because they even leaked the leader.
Right. Like, why you should have leaked him instead of Red Hulk, because Red Hulk was the climax of the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? But I think that they had to have some type of draw for a different type of audience.
So they had to make them switches.
And we'll talk about that too, man. Yeah, we're going to talk about that too. So we first start off seeing the Marvel Studios, right? Nope. We didn't see the pages.
I'm gonna
Mm-mm.
say
Nah, we ain't
no.
seen
It
none
didn't
of
come on
that.
with that.
Did y'all have a problem with that?
Right.
No.
No, I didn't have a problem with it because this is a
Okay.
new chapter. This is a new phase, I guess.
Yep,
Whatever
I
you
had
want
a
to call it.
problem with it because they always show the logo for tradition. Starting off with the first Marvel movie, all the way to Captain America. I'm like, what made y'all wanna change this logo? I'm like, is that going to be the new thing going forward? Is that what we're going to see with
Right.
Thunderbolt, Fantastic Four? Is this going to be the new thing? Period. Like, I just always loved seeing that Marvel intro because that made me think about all the memories that I have from watching different Marvel movies. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Right.
I think that's the point, though. I think this is their subtle way because they have been tweaking this intro for the last couple of movies. If you're really paying attention,
Yeah.
they've been tweaking this
Yeah.
intro, and I think the reason being is at some point we got to help these fans move forward.
Mm.
So if you by taking little things, we can take little steps to move forward, or we gonna
Yep.
forever be in the shadow of Endgame.
Mm. That's a good point.
That part.
That is definitely a good point. And the way that it started, I don't know, because I watched it in 3D IMAX. Okay, I actually spent a little bit more change. You know what I'm saying? I think everybody who sees any action movie, and I said this earlier, if you want to see action movie, especially for Marvel, you should definitely see it in IMAX 3D or at least real 3D, because you will definitely see like everything that the director, producer, and everything they want you to see, how they wanted you to see it in that form. But if you see it in regular, it's still good. It's still good, right? So when I saw it, I saw, of course, they were showing the previews and they were promoting the Fantastic Four, right? They was promoting.
I'm so ready for that.
I know. We're gonna talk about that. But they was promoting it, and it was like 8, 9, 7, 6, 5, 4, 4, 4, and then the movie started. I was just like, okay, okay. That's how it was with me. I don't know about if it was the same for y'all. So we get into it, and we see a whole huge crowd, and this guy here, Thaddeus Ross, right? Okay, he's now President Ross. So General Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross is now President Ross. And he's just giving a speech, and everything that he wants to do now, moving forward, we got to do it together. What did you think out the gate? We know the great Harrison Ford. Shout out to Harrison Ford. Indiana Jones. Again, I love Harrison Ford. Period. You know what I'm saying? Han Solo, that's my guy. Han
OG.
Solo, Star Wars, that's my
OG.
guy right there. But what did you think about seeing now Thaddeus Ross with this new perspective? Because we remember him from The Incredible Hulk, and he was on some BS, yo. We ain't really like, you know what I'm saying, Thaddeus Ross, right? I mean, he was a freaking a-hole. I mean, you get your own daughter arrested, you giving people gamma rays because you trying to change that. That's how we got Abomination. What do you guys think about Thaddeus Ross and this whole new view of now being president? I'm going to start with you, Amy, with Stark.
So
the dog, his name is Stark.
Right. Made me think forget what I was about to say. So I mean, the transition, I like the pun. I like the new look, right? So I like that they low key addressed that they changed it. Yeah. I thought that Harrison Ford was a good choice.
Yeah.
I think he kind of understood. He did a good job of understanding the backstory of Thunderbolt Ross and like where we're leading to now. So honestly, he did such a good job with this. I hate to use the word forgot, but you didn't really notice the change. It was a subtle change.
Yeah.
It was just subtle change.
I'm gonna use the word forgot because I forgot.
Mr. Hart, rest in peace.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Right. Man.
Okay. So it's a whole different approach, Lawrence.
Yeah, I mean, Marvel, if you pay attention, they try to send a couple messages not only to the movies but to the world as well. We know we got a new president. We know a lot of people want to go see this movie right here, but Republican or Democrat, it don't matter. And I think that's the message they were trying to send out. But yeah, I was cool with him taking over the reins for the past actor that passed away. And I had no problem with this right.
Okay. Good stuff. So here we go. We in Mexico, man. And my man did the whole fly in. Y'all seen it in the beginning.
Yep.
All right. Superhero landing. We in Mexico. Wait for it. Boom. Fighting, doing his thing, flipping over. Da 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 da. Hakeem, and he's out there too, right? He's in the booth or whatever. But of course, he needs help, right? He needs help. So he's there to get this guy who was selling something, right, to a buyer. But he got the priest and all of them stuck up and all this and that. But they are there to retrieve this right here, which is what is it called? How do you say it?
Adamantium.
Adamantium, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we meet Sidewinder. Yeah. I always like him being evil. I like him being the evil guy. Like when he's in Star Wars, he's killing it.
Oh
right?
Yeah. Loved him in Star Wars. My bad, Jay. That just triggered a memory. I just thought about that. He was a beast in Star Wars.
Yes, he was. So yeah, man, Giancarlo Esposito playing Sidewinder, and he's there to sell something, which is the adamantium to the buyer. Okay, who is this buyer? We don't know who this buyer is, but the buyer doesn't show up. They fight. He gets away, right? But the adamantium, that's how you say it?
Adamantium.
The adamantium. Gotta say it fast. Adamantium. The adamantium. The adamantium almost gets away, but who is there to help? Because, Captain America can't be in two places at one time. We are introduced to the Falcon. And the Falcon comes in. That's Hakeem. That's how you say it. Joaquin. Mahakin.
I just call him Torres.
Okay.
Torres. He actually saves the day. He goes in and stops these guys on the bike, and he gets the adamantium. Okay, adamantium. There you go.
You get the mess. Just call it the mess.
Nah, man. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it before the end of this. I'm gonna get that name. Adamantium. Watch, I'm gonna see it. I'm gonna get it. Okay. So we rescue the adamantium, but Sidewinder gets away, right? Now in this fight, we see that some guy, he actually put like a tear in the star of Captain America's suit. I thought this suit was vibranium. What's up with that? Like, how did that happen?
So if you notice, that's the white suit.
Yep.
Right.
So the white suit is not adamantium?
Right. The white suit is not so actually the suit itself,
not vibranium.
Not adamantium.
So actually the suit itself is not vibranium. The wings are.
Just the wings.
The wings in his helmet.
Yeah.
The wings in his helmet.
Wings.
That's why the glass breaks, but the helmet doesn't break when Hawk is crushing his head.
Okay. Good point. But Falcon, we got the new Falcon now. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to impress Captain America. Okay. Are you impressed by Falcon? Lawrence, are you impressed by the new Falcon?
I like the new Falcon. He's kind of like a rookie, hotshot, know-it-all. You know what I'm saying? Very young boy, very youngish. I definitely like the new Falcon.
Okay.
He's trying to prove himself. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he cool. You just gotta warm up to him. Torres, like you said, he's the rookie, so he got some shoes to fill, and you gotta.
You see him as like a Robin to Batman type thing.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I like hockey.
It was given that and Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Even though we didn't see a lot of him, we saw enough of him to know that he wanted to really, really become just like Falcon at the time before he became Captain America, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So he says he's ready. He's ready to train and all this and that. They go to Baltimore and they see the great OG himself, Isaiah Bradley. Okay. The original Captain America. Okay. The brother man that went against orders to go and save his fellow buddies, came back and got locked up for 30 some odd years for saving his brothers and disobeying orders. Crazy dog. But he's out and now they're training, right? They're training with him and Captain America, he's dodging everything. I mean, Isaiah, he's punching bags across the room, because he's a super soldier. He got the super soldier, right? You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. He gets a phone call. Captain America gets a phone call. He has to take it. And it's an invitation to go to the White House, right? Because they saved the adamantium. Okay. Because they saved it. I'm going to keep saying it. I'm going to keep saying it until I get it.
There's an N in there,
Adamantium. Man.
Because
he saves it and they save it together, they're invited to the White House. But Captain America says, I'm not going unless Isaiah Bradley goes, which is kind of dope. How you feel about their relationship, man? I mean, when they went and they was in the limo and they was having a good time, it's like, oh, old man got a suit and everything. How do you feel about the relationship between Sam and Isaiah at this point? It's very different than what we first saw in Falcon and Winter Soldier. I'll start with you, Amy.
So I think it's pivotal to the growth and the development of Sam because he is not a super soldier. He did not take the serum. So I think, in addition to his military experience, him being trained by a super soldier, just attributes to his skill and attributes to his ability. Right. So I think it's a pivotal part of his arc. And I think there's a certain reminder of Steve that Isaiah brings to Sam. There's like there's almost a parallel to that relationship.
To Steve. Interesting. What you think, Lawrence?
I think it's kind of like a big brother versus a little brother, with Isaiah being the big brother. I think, Sam really truly looks up to him as a mentor, just showing him the ropes of the game as being not a super soldier, but as being a hero, period.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree. Mentor, mentee. Yeah.
I kind of looked at him like a father, almost a father figure more so. Yeah,
I about to
because
say that,
again, we don't know about Sam's father. We've never heard anything. There was no dialogue about his father. You know what I'm saying? We heard about the family. We saw his sister, right? And Falcon and Winter Soldier. We know about the sister and the nephews. But we didn't really hear too much about the parent side of Sam. So I think, to me, Isaiah is more like a father figure almost, you know what I'm saying? And he definitely respects Isaiah for everything that he went through. We saw that when he got the statue done.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? So I really appreciated their relationship and how Sam is just like, yo, man, everything you went through, man, I'm going to make sure you're good. So they go to the White House, right? It's all good. They go in there, they take pictures, they do selfies. Sam don't know how to really use the phone or whatever, right? I mean, not Sam, but Isaiah, right? Isaiah, right? So they go, yeah, it was.
Funny.
They took a picture, they did a selfie. He's like, send me the selfie, whatever, right? And then Sam is called in to talk to President Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross. Now, we know that they don't have a good relationship, right? They don't have a good relationship because of what happened with Civil War. I mean, they locked him up. They locked up Sam. They locked up, you know what I'm saying? He was locked up in the raft. So when Sam is in there, he's trying to give this an opportunity to see what he's going to do now. You know what I'm saying? He said, I'm not used to you not having a mustache. He said, hey, cut the mustache or you don't become president, right? But he goes and talks to him. He says, I want you to put together the Avengers. And he's like, what? For real? It's like, yeah. Like now he's open to putting together the Avengers to work for him or with him. What was your first reaction when you heard his request for Sam? I'm going to start with you, Mo.
I was like taken aback, like, oh, like you said, oh, really? I'm like, oh, so okay, what's your point? What are you trying to get to? You want this resurgence of the Avengers now? Like, what's your game plan, old man? That's what I was saying.
Okay, Lawrence.
Yeah,
I was in the movie theater. I was like, oh snap, it's about to go down. I was so happy for Sam, you know what I'm saying, that he's getting ready to lead these Avengers in this next phase, whatever. I was on cloud nine when he said that. When he asked Sam to basically restart and redo all over again.
Yeah. Amy?
So my initial reaction was exactly like Sam's. I'm like, do we not remember the Sokovia Accords? Like, dude, you're the whole reason that there is no Avengers. Like, busted up because of you, dude.
Mm-hmm.
So that was my initial reaction. But
That's
like Lawrence, I definitely excited. Again, laying that framework for what's to come.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I was kind of like Sam as well. I was surprised. I was very, very surprised because that's the first initial thing he's saying out of his mouth. This is what I want you to do. So I'm just like, word? So
why I'm like, what's this plan? In the back of my mind, like,
it's like, that's weird.
Okay.
Okay. But he said, well, what if we disagree on a situation?
Mm.
And Thaddeus said, we'll work it out. Again, I'm surprised at that reaction. This is a whole different Thaddeus
Right.
Ross. You know what I'm saying? Because before, the wartime general, I don't care, do it the way I want you to do it. Da, 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 you know what I'm saying? He was a a-hole.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He was.
That was exactly the question that Steve posed.
Right.
In Age of Raw. That was the exact question. In Civil War, like, what if we need to go somewhere and they don't want us to?
Right.
Or they won't let us.
Yeah. Crazy. Okay, let's move on. All right, so there it is, man. Put it together. We'll talk about it. Think about it. It is what it is. So we see the Japanese president. He greets him with a Japanese greeting. The Japanese president is like, "Oh, okay, I'm impressed. Let's take a picture." And Thaddeus Ross, he's like, "Hey, man, think about what I'm saying, man. Like, for real, we need to come together. Everything is like a together thing. It's together thing, okay?" I was just like, I don't really believe you, Thaddeus Ross. You got something up your sleeve. You know what I'm saying? So here we are. Finally, we get to the speech. Everybody's gathered around. We got the French president. We got the Israeli president. We got the Japanese president. We got all these people from all different countries. And we got Sam and everybody sitting there. And we are now talking about Celestial Island, okay? Which we know from Eternals. This is what happened at the end of Eternals, right? So now we got Eternals tied into this thing, right? And it's the world's most versatile element, okay? He said it's stronger than vibranium. I don't know about all that. I don't know about all that, okay? I don't know about all that. So he's going into a speech and he's like, yo, we could share in this adamantium. See, I can read it. Adamantium. We could share in it, the entire nation together. All right? We can do this together. It's big deal. Together, right? And they're like, all right, they whatever. They give Sam and Hakeem a clap because they saved it from, the buyer or whatever. Right? And now we get to the action, boy. So our guy Isaiah Bradley is sitting there, stone faced, and then this song comes on. It's called Mr. Blue from the Fleetwoods. All right, 1959 hit. And when it plays, our guy Isaiah just gets up, goes to the guard, throws him across the room, grabs the strap, and starts shooting at Thaddeus Ross. Okay, when this happened, what was your reaction? What were you thinking at this point? Like, why is he, like, before you knew what was really going on, what were you thinking when this happened? I'm going to start with you, Amy.
My first thought immediately, I was like, okay, what set him off? Like, my mind went straight to when it's like, okay, wait, who triggered it? What set him off? Like, something just happened because he had like this dead look in his eyes.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, he being mind controlled. Who did it? So my mind immediately went to the who.
Oh, okay. Okay. Did you catch the music that played right before he started doing? Did you catch that?
I did. And I also caught that it's the same.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't catch it immediately. Let me not lie.
Okay.
I heard the song, but I didn't piece it together until they revealed the leader. That's the same song he was playing in his office in Incredible Hulk.
Yeah. Right.
Wow.
Mr. Blue. Lawrence, your initial reaction.
Yeah. I think I remember seeing this right here in the trailer. And then when I saw the movie as well, I was like, okay, somebody's definitely mind controlling Isaiah. I don't know who before we found out it was leader. But I knew it was some type of mind control, even going back to that trailer. I was like, what in the world set Isaiah Bradley off like this right here? When I saw it, I was, oh my god, this is bad.
Yeah. So no. Oh, go ahead, Mo.
Yeah. I would say I had the same feeling when I watched the trailer versus actually, like you said, seeing the like, oh, that's what it was. Because we just thought, we know he don't like the political heads and
Uh-oh. You froze up. Did you all freeze up on me?
No, Jay, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Are we frozen?
Amy, you frozen?
No, I'm good.
Okay,
I
think
believe
Mo
it.
froze up. Okay, Mo. Oh, she'll be back. Okay, so nobody thought that he was just like, yo, I'm getting everybody back. I'm getting the president back for being locked up for 33 years. Da 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 da. Nobody thought that at all, huh? That never came to mind.
No.
Okay.
No.
Because I mean, if you think about the conversation that he had right before going there, he was reluctant to even go, and like he was very content in his freedom. Like, I've been locked up. I can't. So I knew immediately something triggered.
Right.
Yeah. He basically don't want nothing to do with presidential politics. He was cool working in his gym and just being his own man. You know what I'm saying? Because everything happened to him with him being experimented on, things of that nature.
Okay. Hold on, let me get Mo back in. Back in the number. She's back.
I'm back.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you were saying your reaction to Sam and everything?
Oh,
to
Isaiah.
To Isaiah. Yeah.
Yeah, I knew it was the music that triggered it. I just didn't know. Like Amy said, couldn't remember who and why.
Okay. All right. Yeah, man. I mean, a lot of thoughts ran through my head, but yeah, once I heard that music, I was like, okay, this is definitely a Winter Soldier situation. Winter Soldier situation. So now, not only is Isaiah moving crazy, but some other people moving crazy, and they trying to take out the president of Japan, the president of the other place, right? Like these people under mind control. Yeah, Paris, all that. I was like, yo, what the hell's going on here? What is happening? They bringing in all the troops. Your man jumps through the window. Man, he's running through. I mean, he jumped over the whole like banister. I mean, super soldier for real. You know what I'm saying? I was like, it was good to see that a little bit. You know what I mean? Because again, it reminds me of Steve Rogers. Jumping over stuff and jumping off of walls or whatever the case is. But this is the part that kind of broke my heart.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it did for you. You know what I'm saying? When Sam caught up, it's like, yo, you need to stop. It's gonna be worse if you keep running. And when Isaiah was like, I can't go back, man. I can't go back. I was like, damn. I just felt bad. Did you feel bad in that moment? He was like, yo, I can't do this, man. You know what they did to me, man? They experimented on me and all this and that for 30-some years. I can't go back. Did y'all feel bad for Isaiah at that point?
I was scared, honestly. I was legit clenching like, oh my God, they about to pop this man. Like, oh my God. Like, I was bracing myself. Like, they about to take him out.
Right.
Yeah, I thought that immediately too. So.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean, even going back to when Isaiah went full super soldier. I don't know if y'all paid attention to this part right here, but Sam acted like he wanted to jump out too. But Sam was like, because I ain't got the serum, let me go a different route. You know what I'm saying?
It was funny because she was taking the steps. It was like,
yeah, that was pretty funny to me when I saw it in theater. But no, I felt bad for Isaiah right here too, because I was like, dang, he about to go right back to jail or prison.
Right. Yeah, I felt bad for him. But of course, our guy, Sam, is like, listen, walking up in there, pushing people out the way, all this and that. Hey, he's like, listen, man, the inside of your thing is compromised, man. There's somebody on the inside trying to get at you, da-da-da-da. He's like, let me do my own investigation to, find out what's going on so I could get Isaiah out. And he's like, what? He's like, man, you can't do that. I ain't remember that deal I offered you on the table for the avenging them, and that's off the table now because your friend was popping at me. Mm-hmm. Okay. And then he comes out of, he's like, nah, but I could do this. He's like, nah, man, no, you're not doing it. You are not Steve Rogers. What did you think when he said that, man? I was kind of taken back. Go
I
ahead.
want to take
It's
his time.
it's the same thing that a certain group of people, and I'm so glad Marvel put this in the trailer and they put this in the movie as well. It's a certain group of people that whenever we found out that Sam Wilson was going to take over the mantle, the first thing they said was hashtag not my Captain America. It's the
Keep it real.
Yep.
that Ross is basically saying. So I thought that was crafty of Marvel to do that. You're right. He's not Steve Rogers. He is his own man at the end of the day. The same way Peter Parker is not Miles Morales, for an example.
Right.
All right.
True. Amy, any thoughts?
I think it's also, I totally agree with what you just said, Lawrence, but I think it's also that constant battle that Sam has to continue to fight, right? Imposter syndrome is real, right? And there's always that reminder because he's not a super soldier, because of the things that Steve did. There will always be that piece that I'm not Steve Rogers. I'm not that Cap. He's gonna always battle with that. And then the when he kind of comes to it at the end of the movie too, will I ever be good enough?
Yeah.
There's a constant piece that I have to be the best. I can't miss. Right? I can't make a mistake. I can't, I just can't. And if we really honest, isn't that the Black experience?
I was about to say.
We can't miss. Like you're that C student is gonna out trump this straight A student every time.
Yep.
I can't miss. So I mean, it's gonna forever. It's gonna always be there.
Keep it 1,000. Bottom line. Yep, it's always going to be there. That is the experience. Great point. He says, yeah, of course I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I'm not Steve Rogers. I don't want to be Steve Rogers.
Right.
And that's going to be part of my statement later on. Stick around. What do you think of Ruth? When she was up in there talking all that, yeah, but this, yeah, not it. When she was giving all that kickback, I swear she was down with the op, yo. I swear she was down with the op.
Yes, I thought so too. She pissed me off.
Yeah,
Lawrence.
You literally just read my mind about the word op because I was just getting ready to blurt that out. I was like, she is definitely a op.
Yeah, man. I was like, yo, why you all up in it was just supposed to be, like Sam and the president. Like, what you doing there? Where you come from? I told you she mad short. I ain't even see if she was there since she popped out and they put the camera on her. You know what I'm saying? Nothing against short people, but I'm just saying, like, she popped out of nowhere and was talking back. I'm like, what you doing here? Why are you here? You know what I mean? But obviously, she is definitely somebody of importance to Thaddeus Ross, and she carries out whatever he wants her to do, right? Okay, so now we went to go see Isaiah.
We got to pause right here for
Go
a
ahead.
second. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Why did they do this to Isaiah's hair? Bro, it's like, y'all, it can't just be me. Is this not, y'all seen Who Framed Roger Rabbit, right?
Yes.
Y'all remember Judge Doom when he revealed himself?
Okay.
Is that not giving Judge Doom?
There you go. There you go.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I was sitting in the theater. I was wondering. I was like, what did they do to his hair?
I said the same thing. I'm like, when they taking off the suit, did they snatch it off over his head or something? Like,
maybe when he gets frustrated, he just pulls his hair up. Well, I don't know. That's the look of frustration to me.
That was terrible. I'm like, he looked like
he ain't got no money on his. He ain't got no commissary money.
I think they wanted him to look distressed, and that hair was part of him being distressed and upset, and it worked. Obviously, got your attention.
Yeah, I would say, yeah.
I was like,
going through.
Yeah. So they have a discussion. They trying to figure things out, man. Like, yo, do you remember anything? I don't remember nothing, man. You gotta give me more than that. And he's just on some like, yo, look, don't come back. If you're gonna figure something out, but get me out of here. But don't come back. I don't want you to see me like this. You know what I mean? Like, do what you need to do, but don't come back, right? So Sam got to figure this thing out. But then we see this girl right here talking to the sergeant that let him in, because, the guy that let Sam in was like, I could get court-martialed for this, da-da-da-da. But it was all a game because she wanted Sam to go in there and talk to Isaiah because she's doing her investigation as to what happened.
Yeah.
So they recorded their conversation. You know what I mean? Little sneaky little girl. She's sneaky. I swear she was the op. I swear she was the op.
Yeah, that threw me off. They got me.
Yeah, I thought she was down with the buyer. All right, we're going to talk about the buyer in a minute. As we coming around the corner, my man Sam gets mother freaking hijacked by Sidewinder. Man, this fight scene right here to me is the reason why I'm going to say what I'm going to say later. Because he shot up his truck. He threw a grenade up in there, bro. You know where I'm going. They threw a grenade up in there. Like, did you think Sam was done? Did you think it was over? I mean, it was like not even the middle of the film.
I was about to say we didn't get to the mid part, but okay.
Yeah. So they have a fight, man. I mean, he don't got his suit. He don't got nothing. You know what I mean? So what do you think of Sidewinder? What do you think about this fight scene? You know, of course, you know, he beats him. He puts some whatever on the batteries and he goes hand in hand with this guy. I mean, stabbed and all. What do you think about Sidewinder in this whole scene right here? I'm going to start with you, Lawrence.
So this right here is the thing that will set Sam Wilson apart from Steve Rogers. If you notice, Sam, he basically was using whatever was around him, you know, if it was a tool or whatever the case might have been.
His environment, yes. He was using his environment around beat the Sidewinder. He didn't have the serum, so he couldn't do nothing crazy or nothing like that. It was his environment, and that's part of the training that I love so much. Yeah, it's giving me that Jackie Chan thing because you know Jackie likes to use his environment when he come back. So,
Okay, Amy, any thoughts on Sidewinder? This whole scene right here.
I mean, this scene was nuts, and I 1,000% agree with what Lauren said. I think it was set purposely to define, Sam, because that's like the question is like, if he don't have a serum, how he gonna do anything? How can he defend people? How he gonna fight? If he could just gonna hide behind a shield, what he gonna do? There was no shield. There were no vibranium wings. There was no helmet. To Lawrence's point, he had to use what was around him, and I don't know how, but he somehow anticipated this attack or saw it coming before it came because he was able to get out of that truck.
And that was a nice truck too.
It sure was, and I mean he came out hitting. So
yeah,
it's like how could he have not got caught off guard?
I think he was caught off guard, but because of his training, evasive maneuvers had to happen. You know what I mean? Like we got to remember, like Sam is a soldier. Okay. Highly skilled, highly trained, highly intelligent soldier. So when it comes down to like attacks like this is nothing new to him. You know what I'm saying? With or without the serum, he's going to survive this. You know what I mean? So I thought it was dope. I mean, my man did a flying kick through the smoke and kicked him right on the windshield. I was like, yeah, there you go. Yeah. I was like, yeah, go ahead, Sam. Yeah, let's go. Okay. Let's keep it moving. All right. Eventually he gets to talk to him. They have a conversation. I'm speeding up a little bit. Okay. They have a conversation. He gives Sam some information on the buyer, why the buyer didn't show up. They trying to figure this thing out. It is what it is. But he gives him some pretty good information. But he was trying to negotiate get immunity. He was like, get up out of here with that full immunity. You ain't getting no full immunity. You know what I'm saying? But he does give him some information, okay? Here we go with the president. Now he's talking to the president of Japan. He's like, yo, we need to, sign this treaty. We need to, work together, da-da-da-da. And for whatever reason, the president of Japan is like, nah, man, from my intel, you trying to trick us. You trying to take over and give us a little piece of the adamantium. You know what I'm saying? But nah, it ain't going down like that. We want it all. You want it all. We want it all. You know what? We ain't messing with you, man. Get up out of here, man. He's like, why would I do that? Why would I do that? Why would I do that? Right? Of course, President Ross, you can see right there. He's getting red in the face. He's getting red in the face already. Okay? It ain't working out, bro. They don't believe you, man. They don't believe you. Okay, let's keep it moving. So they do a trace on Sidewinder's phone to the last phone call that was made. That takes him back to this base out in the middle of nowhere Hakeem, Hakeem. He figures it out. Okay. This is a base that they send people to and people never come out of there. Okay. So they go up in there, in the dark hallways, it's like getting dreary or whatever. They find this lab and they see all this stuff on the wall. And they somehow Sam found like actual documents and a tablet with President Thaddeus Ross's information and blood and his brain and everything. It's like, what the heck is that? What were you guys thinking when you first saw all of that, when they was finding all this stuff, man? I'm gonna talk to you, Amy. Amy, go ahead.
So I think we kind of knew, unfortunately, because they gave away Red Hawk, everybody's mind went right to that, especially when they started talking about Gamma. Gamma this and Gamma that. So then it's like, oh, okay. So he did something to him. And so immediately when I saw all of that, to be totally honest, I went to those breath mints. Because I was like, oh, those ain't mints. So I immediately connected those dots.
Okay. Did everybody else connect those dots? Go ahead, Mo.
Then Sam came across it on the desk, like some pills or
he did
something. Okay. And then it had like a prescription or instructions of 3 pills a day or something.
Yeah, it was a couple of packs on the desk.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Lawrence?
And then,
Okay, I'm sorry.
I was say, didn't they use Bruce Banner blood or something?
Well, that was the blood that went into the buyer.
Okay.
Right? And Incredible Hulk.
Right.
So he was already studying, if you remember Incredible Hulk, he was already studying gamma and gamma radiation. And
he was.
That's why he was so fascinated with Bruce.
Mm-hmm. Okay, gotcha, yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, I agree with everything that the lady said. They pretty much summed it all up, literally, about the gamma, about the pills, the breath mints or whatever. They pretty much summed everything up that I was already thinking.
Okay. All right. So now with all of this, right? It got very, very slow because we needed to see all of this stuff on the wall. We need to see all these clues. They wasn't saying nothing. They were just showing us stuff for us to kind of like take in. And then turn around, we hear a voice. We hear all this and that. We see some green eyes, right? So again, we had an idea, right? But we didn't know that Sam, because you look on the wall, you can see Sam Stern's degrees on the wall. So we knew Samuel Stern was in this. Okay, if you look, when Stern, he was in it. Okay, so I'm automatically thinking of we gonna see this. Okay, the
Thank
leader.
you, Jay. Thank you, Jay.
Yes,
thank you. Because I saw that in the store. I was like, no, that's not it.
Right. So immediately I was like, all right, we about to see the leader. And what do we see, family?
Freaking.
This is what I have a problem with right here. I got a problem with this right here. Okay. You said VeggieTales? You are hilarious.
Pet Cemetery meets VeggieTales.
Not broccoli head.
Broccoli head, man. Bruh. Like I was just like, what the heck is this? now just know,
it threw me off.
It threw all of us, it threw a lot of people off. But a lot of us knew who Samuel Stern was, right? Mm-hmm. We know who the leader is. If you're a comic book head, you know that. You know what I'm saying? Like you would know. So I wasn't expecting this dude to look like this. Okay. I mean, it was kind of weird. I was just like, bruh, like, what is this?
So I mean, were they going for like his brain was? So it's like they were going for like his brain is exposed, and this is what the brain would look like if it was magnified. But it was just bad. It just bad.
Go ahead, Sam. Go ahead.
Yeah, this right here was probably one of the worst Marvel reveals I've seen in a long time as far as a villain.
Right.
Yeah, kind of dropped the ball.
Yeah, I was like, bro, this is crazy. Go ahead, Mo.
I would just say, it totally threw me off. I'm like, what the heck is wrong with his head?
And then his eyes.
And then I would say his eyes is not making no better.
Like he looked very much. This should have been in Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah. Right.
And
Yeah.
I'm like, when did they do these switches? Because like you just showed the
Mhm.
pop and the comic character, and it's
Yeah.
not it's not equal and it's
I
not balancing
think
out.
I think somebody was trying to be creative. Like, yeah, let's make his brain overgrow his brain. He's so intelligent that his brain just overgrows his
Get
skull.
out of here,
Bruh, what you doing? I had a
man.
problem with this because this was pretty disgusting to me. It's pretty disgusting. But we meet him and he's like, yeah, all probabilities, this, that, and the third. He's the master of probabilities, blah, 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 blah. We on the same team, da, 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 da. And, we kind of find out, what he's doing there. You know what I mean? We find out that he was placed there, right?
Right.
Because Thaddeus Ross put him there.
Right.
And Thaddeus Ross had using his brain to make certain things happen. And, there's a theory out there, right? That he's been there for a long time. What, 13 years, they said? Something like that? 15 years.
15, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right? So in 15 years, there's a theory saying that, the Sokovia Accords and all the moves that Thaddeus made to become president, this guy made all that happen.
Oh.
Well, I mean, essentially, he said it. Because he said, like, he kept me here. I strategically moved, every move he made.
Yeah.
I guided him through it to get him to where he is. So, I mean, essentially, he said it.
So even with trying to get the Avengers to sign the Accords and ultimately destroying the Avengers, like, he was plotting that out himself to get him out of the way so then Thaddeus Ross can become president. But
it
promised.
did make me wonder, and I'm pretty sure the answer is no. I thought about it for a quick second, like, did he get blipped?
That's a good question.
Oh, that is.
That is a good question,
me wondering.
Amy. That's a good question. Do you think he got blipped?
Yep, he got blipped and came back another person. Yep.
That's probably why his head didn't finish forming.
Or the gamma took over and did what it did. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't gonna get strong. He got strong in the brain. He didn't get strong no place else. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
While his brain was growing, everything else was shrinking. I don't know. It's too late. But this was kind of like threw me off. So let's keep it moving. So yes, this is from the Incredible Hulk. This is when the blood seeped into his head, and his head was moving. That was pretty disgusting. Yeah.
I mean, if that's what they was going for in this movie, is disgusting. They nailed it. Cause
they definitely nailed it. The original,
that was trash.
The original Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross, right there. Rest in peace, man. Rest in peace. You know what I mean? Rest in peace. But here it is. Here's the plan right there on the wall. Reset Ross, reset America. That entire plan right there on the wall. I ain't know what it was, but it's a lot of stuff. Let's keep it moving. Okay, so Sam was like, I can't let you do that. And terrorize America and start a war and da 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 da. They start fighting. What do you think about the action scenes? He was flipping over stuff. Hakeem, what do you think about all that? Was that pretty good or no?
That was fire. That was fire with the helmet. I mean, not the helmet, but the shield. The shield. And they're trying to him with those instruments, whatever. I thought that was fire.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it was cool. It was realistic because it was only 2 against like 15.
That's 15.
That's what it was given. It was accurate because they was in they butt whoop, and it was accurate.
Okay.
Instead of just being
That's what I was gonna say. I think that's what makes Sam so much more relatable. As he's just a man. And he take his punches.
Okay.
Like, he ain't just in the room, and he winning every fight and he ain't taking no hits. No, he get knocked around.
Good point.
And I appreciate it.
You're making some good points. This is gonna be easy at the end of the night. Then we get Shorty up in here. You talked about the hallway scene. She doing flips over and all this and that. Blah 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 blah. Right. So
he going through.
Yeah. So he's on a ship to go to Celestial Island. So is Japan and the whole nine, right? That's the pills that Sam found. Okay.
Mhm.
Went to his boy to get it analyzed. He says it's going to take 24 hours, right? It's going to take a minute. All right. These guys in Japan, they shooting missiles. They doing all types of stuff, man. They sent the ships out, planes out. You know, they arrest, Ruth, she brings in Cap and Falcon. He's like, what is he doing here? Right? And they get into this whole discussion. And Sam is like, I don't know why he played his card. To me, he should have held that information, but he wanted to know. He's like, yeah, I went to this spot, and I found your information in there.
Mhm.
Why don't you tell me about it? Why would he have all this info? Oh, he's smart. He could hack into stuff. So he probably hacked into all my stuff. Yeah, or your blood work? Nah, come on, man. Like, he was not trying to tell him the truth. Right? And I knew he was capping. I knew he was capping for real.
Mhm.
You know, and then he finally said, well, I went to him to save my life because of my heart. Is that true? Yeah. So, I mean, at this moment, Cap, I think he kind of figured it out. I think he was like, I don't really believe you, dog. That's what I thought. But anyway,
he read his files. Like,
yeah.
it was there.
Yeah. So anyway, Japan is now attacking, and then we know 2 American planes went up without authorization. It's like, we gotta get these planes down. What we gonna do?
Whiskey and Jackal.
Whiskey and Jackal. Good job. So he's like, yeah, it's gonna take a while to get these planes up. It's like, well, we got 2 birds, and here goes the 2 birds, and they go up in the air. Boom. We finally see this new suit with the helmet. I'm like, this is dope. We see a whole lot of explosions and the American planes, they're attacking, they're shooting missiles and stuff like that, man. And the Japanese, they don't know what's going on. They have no idea, but they sending their ships up. They're trying to take they're trying to get these planes down. They're trying to get the American planes down.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. So at this point, it's a lot of great action scenes in this. You guys, let me know what you think about the action scenes. What you think about the mission? How they got these guys out, ejected these guys. Go ahead, Lawrence.
Listen, this aerial assault, like I said earlier, this thing right here was beautiful. This thing right here was top notch. This right here was probably one of my favorite scenes of this movie right here. Period.
Okay.
Yeah.
It kind of reminded me, if you remember, the very first episode of Falcon and Winter Soldier when they jumped out the plane.
Yeah.
So Falcon and Winter Soldier had some really nice aerial scenes, and it kind of brought me to that. But this was like times 10. Like, they got busy. I was like, yes.
Oh yeah.
And they stayed on it for a while, so it was like great shots. It was going through up and down.
Oh yeah.
And Whiskey and Jackal seemed like they was being controlled, I guess, by the leader.
They were.
Yeah,
they were.
Because
at first they was fine. Then all of a sudden it was like a switch went off. And then,
remember, the music started playing.
Oh yeah,
the music started playing in the air.
Yeah, you're right.
Anytime you hear that music,
Mr. Blue starts playing. Yeah, that's it. So they up in the air, they doing their thing, they trying to get these guys out. Missiles are being fired, right? And they turn around, they shooting missiles at the U.S. ship at this point. You know what I'm saying? And Japan is shooting missiles. It's going crazy. Everything's crazy right now. You know what I'm saying?
And also, too, this scene
was
long. I'm glad this scene was longer than the Red Hulk fight because this is a Captain America movie.
Right.
So this scene needed to be the length that it was, and it needed to go for as long as it went, because this solidified Sam's ability. You see his leadership even in how he's advising Joaquin in the midst of this fight.
Right.
He ain't listen, but he was giving him the guidance.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely Captain America. You know what I'm saying? Like, he held his own, and he held his own as his own Captain America in these scenes. You know what I'm saying? Like, there was no question about it. It wasn't like, I'm a sidekick. No, you're not a sidekick anymore. You are Captain America. And these actions are showing that. These actions are showing that. Like, you can't deny that he's Captain America.
Nope.
That's all I'm saying.
And
I
I
don't know what
love
they
it.
talking about. Right. Meanwhile, we got the buyer. They never called him the leader. Did you notice that?
Mhm.
They never.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah.
I did not notice that.
Yeah, I'm saying we know him as the leader, but they never said the leader.
And
I don't know why.
they say the buyer and they say Stern.
Right. The buyer Stern, but they never called him the leader,
Right.
which is wild. I don't know if it's a licensing thing. I don't know. I mean, if they putting out Fungo Pop and stuff like that, like I don't get it. I don't get it. But I guess they didn't want to go with that, which was weird.
Well,
yeah, go ahead.
I don't think it's necessarily weird. You know, the MCU has a way of doing stuff. So if he continues on in these next phases, somebody will name him that.
Oh, like they did Scarlet Witch
Mm-hmm.
with the Scarlet Witch thing.
When he gets into a point where he is actually leading something, then they'll call him a leader.
Yep.
It's like you're a buyer right now. You're not even.
But it's like I have to remind people, you know, when I'm talking to folks, that the MCU, we're not retelling these stories. These stories are reimagined. Yes. Right? So we stick to the source material, we tweak, we change stuff here and there. It's a retelling of this, it's a reimagining of the stories, not a retelling.
That's true. That's true. I'm just glad they stick with for the most part, the comic accuracy of the outfits for the most part.
Oh yeah.
That part I love.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The comic accuracy of the outfits for the most part, on point. On point. Okay. All right. So Stern, aka the fake leader, aka the buyer, he is now talking to Thaddeus Ross because he's stressed out, man. I mean, this is before, Sam and all of them is like making sure everybody's good. Okay. So while he's in the hallway, this guy's like, listen, man, you just need to change. Go ahead. You just need to just get angry, man. You know what I'm saying? What we going to do about your daughter? Like he talking wild smack, trying to get him upset. He's turning red. His calves is inflating. He's crushing on pipes in the ship and all this and that. I'm like, oh, he about to turn into the Red Hulk. I was like, yo, is this it? This is where we going to get it? And then
I
Sam,
was hoping not.
You was hoping not? Because he would have tore up all the shit.
I'm like, dude, take the headphones off.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
dude.
Good point. Like, come on, man. But he was locked in. He was trying to get the pills. He was dropping the pills. He's like, what you do to the pills? And he's explaining to him like, yeah, I put some stuff in the pills. He talking wild stuff. Like he gets so frustrated, man. This is like, man, he about to have a tantrum. You know what I mean?
Right.
But Sam and Joaquin, they make sure everybody's good, right? Except Joaquin was trying to shoot this missile.
Oh,
Sam said, back off. No, I got it. Back off. This is nothing new. Same rookie move in every freaking movie where, Batman tell Robin, don't do it. And then Robin get hurt. So it's the same. It's very, that's just, this right here was kind of like, I knew it was going to happen. I was expecting it to happen. Don't do it. Back off. He gets shot out of the sky.
Hey, I know he got hurt that bad till he was on the operating table.
You know what I mean? Like, well, he shot the missile and then he went through the explosion.
Yeah.
Bro, what you doing? You a rookie. You a rookie. You a rookie, man. So he goes down. Sam was like, I gotta get him. He's like, nah, you gotta get this other missile. And this is where what you said, Amy. Dude was surfing on a missile.
Crazy.
Came down. Red Wing helped him out. Shout out to both Red Wings.
Yes.
And he took out the missile and it was all good. But look at your man.
So
these rookies.
Rookies. Just trying too hard. I get it. You know what I'm saying? You trying to be Falcon. You trying to replace it. I get it. You need more time. More experience going on. But he's in this. I didn't get the picture. This is not the critical condition picture. This is like the picture from the end. But he was in critical condition. Right?
Yes.
We ain't know if he's going to live or not. And then we get somebody, Sam was looking through the window. He's like, this is private. nobody should be in here, and we hear these steps walk in. Go ahead, Amy. I look at you about to
No,
bust.
I was gonna ask you, who did you think it was?
I didn't think it was who came in. To be honest with you, I was pretty
hoping.
surprised. I was pretty surprised. I didn't even think about it. I really didn't know who it was. I thought it was not Betty. Who else would have walked in that wasn't who we going about to say? Let's just get to it.
I thought it was Bruce.
You thought it was Bruce Banner?
I thought it was Bruce.
Yeah.
Not that he was gonna change. I wasn't. So I was. Let me stop lying. So I thought it was Bruce, and the reason I thought it was Bruce is because I watched a supposed spoiler-free review, but they kept showing Hulk. And so I was like, okay, wait, does Hulk show up in this movie? So when they had that little moment, I was like, oh. And then he addressed that person, the look on his face, it had to be like a friend or somebody familiar.
Okay.
So I thought it was Bruce.
You thought it was Bruce. Anybody else think it was Bruce or somebody else?
I didn't know who it was going to be, actually. When I saw the person who came in, I was like, oh, okay. Oh, snap. Okay, I like this.
Right. You think Mo, it was going to be somebody from Wakanda?
No, not for Torres.
You need a better suit.
No, not for Torres.
Here's another suit. We chopping off a new suit.
Because, I was hoping I was going to see Bucky. But yeah, at that moment, I didn't know who it was. And then I saw him, like, oh, okay, cool. Because, Bucky, Sam, and Torres and the Falcon Winter Soldier has some kind of rapport. So it's only right for Bucky to come check up on Sam and Torres.
Oh, good job. You just revealed it. So yes, Bucky Barnes walks through the door. But this is like, I don't know who this is. This ain't Bucky Barnes to me. I'm like, what the hell are you doing with a suit on? Are you down with the Secret Service now? Like, what are you doing? Like,
no, that's James.
You know what I'm
that's James.
You know what I mean? I'm just like, yo, what are you doing here, bro? Like, I was questioning the whole thing. But then I think back to Falcon and Winter Soldier. What do you abbreviate it as, Amy?
Falls.
What?
Falls, as FAWS.
These abbreviations, but she be killing me with the falls. But Falls and Falcon, Falcon. I mean, it makes sense for him to show up at this time, right? It makes sense, man. You know what I'm saying? Like he's at a low point. You know, his partner, his sidekick got blown to pieces, right? Da 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 da. So here comes Bucky, right?
Oh, Bucky.
Congressman James.
James, whatever.
Buchanan, I think.
And Buchanan, yeah.
Yeah.
And he has this discussion, and we keep hearing Sam like, man, I should have took that serum, man. I should have took that serum. And I just wanted to be like, yo, shut up. Because, bro, you, go ahead.
I understand what you're saying, but I'm so glad that I'm so glad they did this. They actually put this in the movie because this is a real conversation. People are having people are having
real struggle
on social media, in person, face-to-face. People are wondering, should Sam take this serum or not? So I'm so glad they kind of dealt with that.
Do you think that these lines that were written was to purposely address all the naysayers and all the doubters? And you know what I mean? Like there was a couple of lines, for instance, you're not Steve Rogers, right? We talked about that earlier. And now here comes another thing that addresses kind of the naysayers. Like, yeah, you should have took the serum. You know, you're not Steve Rogers because you don't got the serum.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
And Bucky kind of reassures him, like, yo, man, you don't need that, man. You know what I'm saying? Like you are Captain America. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like he reassures his boy that you don't need it, man. You're doing a great job, regardless of the situation that's going on. Like this is not really your fault. It's really your sidekick's fault because he ain't listened to you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, this ain't your fault. Yeah.
Even though, it's Torres' fault for not listening, but who really takes the brunt of that? Oh,
the captain.
Who got hurt on Steve's watch?
You know, this is crazy, right? Because you saying that, and this is kind of, again, art imitating life, right? something happened and the black man is in control, who you gonna blame?
The black man.
Right.
If you really want to go there.
We have these, and it's amazing how people remember things the way they never were. Well, we didn't have these problems when such and such was here. It wasn't this one. Are you nuts?
Is this not art imitating life, though?
It is. It absolutely is.
It's crazy, right? It's
you
wild.
Can say, well, none of this happened on Steve's watch. We got blipped. Half the universe was blipped on Steve's watch.
That's
yeah, people got hurt on Steve's watch. What are you talking about?
I know.
Did we
Brody
not lose Iron Man on Steve's watch? Did we not lose Iron Man?
Yeah.
Okay.
Crazy.
We just addressing y'all negative people out there. That's all. That's all we doing. But it was good to see him. It was good to see him, and then he had a little sarcastic humor. You know what I mean? It was the same thing from Falcon.
Yeah. So basically, his therapy is helping him.
Right.
Basically, and I'm like, did they age Bucky? I know he's 110 years old.
They put a little beard on him.
I think it's that beard.
Okay,
like
definitely the beard.
Yeah, the beard put the 5 o'clock shadow put like some age on him, right? You know what I'm saying? But it was kind of weird to see him like, yeah, I got to go campaign. I was like, what? Campaign for what? Like, what you doing, bro? I thought you was the White Wolf. I thought you was in Wakanda. You know what I'm saying? What you doing
But
here?
it also sets up, so like, I know we'll get to it, but people talked crazy about the post-credit scene.
Yeah.
But this ties almost into that. Like, we get this cameo of Bucky on the heels of Thunderbolts.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to get to that. Okay. So this guy, man, he gets it checked out and he tells him, oh, no. This is when he asks him to go ahead and, no. At this point, they get the testing back and the guy tells him, yo, it's gamma in the pills and da-da-da-da-da. And he's like, yo, I got to make a call, right? They was doing some like training exercise. Yo, I got to make a call. I got to call Sam. How the hell, again, probability, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
This guy shows up with some sonic sounds that is going to make this guy's head bust into obliterate his brain cells. He's like, nah, you're not making that call today. And he turns the switch and now this guy's gone.
I'm pissed. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm like,
I want to know from you guys, how did Mr. Brains outside of his skull figure where this guy is and knew that the information was going to be sent to him to be right there outside of the training facility to obliterate his brain? Again, I had a problem with that.
So remember though, and I'm gonna always forget his name, but Giancarlo, he ain't in jail.
Right.
So I mean, he's still connected to the buyer. So don't think they ain't talking.
True.
How are they talking? When he locked up, he don't got no communication. He in the bunker.
We didn't
in Virginia.
Don't think they ain't talking. Like, and everything, and think about it, everything has been planned to the T, even down to his capture. He has planned every step of this. So it didn't shock me that he was surprised. That he would show up.
The only thing I could think of, Jay, I was confused like you. Like, how did he know and how did he figure it out? I was like, okay, this is one of the reshoot situations. All right, next scene, please.
Right. Like, don't even think about it, right? Let's just move forward. They just placed him there. He figured it out. Okay, Mr. Brains. Okay, Pinky and the Brains, he figured it out. Ooh. And look at his lovely face. That is just lovely.
You could have warned me with that.
Look at that lovely face.
Cemetery, man.
Yeah. So here's another thing, right? So that happened. And then we see Sam sitting on a bench and the president is doing a speech, right? At the same time.
Mm-hmm.
This guy, Stern, is standing behind him, talking about, yeah, we on the same team, da-da-da-da. He's like, yeah, I got to hand myself in. And I'm like, what? Why are you handing yourself in? Like, you do what? Initiate your plan? I didn't. Help me now. this is the part that I had a problem with. Like, why are you showing up right behind Sam, trying to get him on your team, trying to get you to be like, yeah, we on the same team, we fighting the same fight. My plan is to embarrass, Ross. Help me out, man. I was confused. I was like, yo, what? I don't get it.
My only explanation or my only thought is, again, everything is calculated. So even with him going to jail, knowing what prison they would put him in, you're in this place. And then you think about who's in the raft.
Okay.
So when we come to Secret Wars, remember who's in the raft.
Okay. That's a good theory.
Including Zemo.
I about to say Zemo.
That's a good theory. That's a good theory. Again, he's calculating all the possibilities, right? He's like he's basically like a human. What was Doctor Strange doing in Infinity War, where he was calculating all the possibilities except for one, right? Before the end game. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
So basically his brain is like what Doctor Strange was doing, figuring out all the possibilities and the chances and the calculation. Okay. All right. I just was like, okay. But anyway, do the speech. And then there's a recording playing over the president's speech of his conversation, Stern's conversation, and the president's conversation. Yeah, you promised to get me out, da-da-da-da, you broke your promise, da-da-da-da. It was a conversation that they had earlier.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Next thing you know, they played a song, he gets triggered, and we have now the Red Hulk. They make him red now, right? That was cute. That was cute.
Yeah.
That was cute.
Yeah.
So that took me to Venom. Let There Be Carnage, when he was like, "Oh no, a red one."
Yeah.
That was fun.
Right. So we got the Red Hulk now. All right, there he is. Here we go. Now it's time to smash. Okay, now it's time to smash. Your man shows up. He saves whoever, but he hits him. And it's so much force that his freaking wings are vibrating. I'm like, yo,
that
I
man
was nervous.
That man saying Jesus. I was like, yo, you better call him. Right. You're gonna need him. You're gonna need him to try to defeat the Hulk.
Yeah.
Oof.
I mean, he is a more than a formidable enemy at this point. It's time to rumble. He's like, all right, I gotta do what I gotta do. Boom! This guy's smashing them, taking them through they are tearing up the White House. Like it's the White House will never be the same. Tearing it up. Look at that. Crazy.
Remind me of a certain day. Mm-hmm.
Man, oh man, I wouldn't want to be there trying to take pictures that day.
No.
But they tearing it up. Look at this. Look.
That leap. Woo.
The leap was crazy.
Yo, he was leaping so far. Like,
yeah.
I was like, I don't think Bruce can do that.
I don't know.
I mean, Bruce can leap, but I don't know if he was leaping like that though.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like that was
I feel like Bruce leaps might have been a little bit shorter than his. I feel like that man was flying at one point in time.
But his leaps is just destroying everything underneath he leaping from. You know what I'm saying? Like you leaping and destroying the ground where you leap from. Okay, I've never seen Hulk do that. I've never seen the Hulk do that. No. Like when he lands, I see him destroying, but like leaping from and destroying what's behind you, I never seen that.
Never seen that.
Never seen it.
But then you also got to remember too, Red Hulk is heat generated.
Yeah,
so he's hot. Oh, he's literally hot.
That's what happens when you get angry, right? You get hot.
No, like his body, he emits heat. So
yeah,
well, that's why he's red.
Jumping off stuff, he's literally hot.
That's why he's red. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, it makes sense that he would be destroying stuff as he's leaping. He's burning stuff up.
What you think about the CGI? Was it good? Was it okay?
It was good.
It was good for the Hulk. Of course, we know later on there's I don't want to spoil it, but there's a certain scene that I did not like where you could tell the CGI was kind of
same
on Sam's part. I don't want to talk about it now, but I'm pretty sure we'll talk about it later if we continue the way we're going, maybe.
Okay, I'm gonna get to it because we going at it. They going back and forth. They going at it. He doing flips. He's cutting up cars. He's doing all types of stuff. Vibranium wings is again absorbing all that energy. It's just like whoa.
And
again,
then he used it. Yeah.
We ain't, don't take off your shoes. Hold on.
Okay.
we going there. Taking no time. He's splitting up stuff. You know what I mean? Crashing into stuff. Is on fire. He can't be stopped. He cannot be stopped. I mean, do you think this Red Hulk is like better than the real Hulk?
Hey man, I was wondering in the theaters, man. I was like, yo, is he better than Bruce and company? I'm starting to wonder.
Well,
so
go ahead.
I would say he's better than the
Abomination.
He's better. No, not about. He's better than Mark Ruffalo's Hulk, but he's not better than Norton's Hulk.
Norton's Hulk was ridiculous. That Norton's Hulk was like 10 times bigger than this guy, yo. Like his wingspan
would have ripped him apart.
Yeah. And he was crazy. Norton's Hulk was crazy, and he was fast as hell.
Mm-hmm.
He was fast.
He jumped off some stuff.
Yeah. He just like he's fast Hulk. Like, you know what I mean? So the only thing I could say that doesn't make him better is the fact that when Sam was shooting out those knives, it was penetrating his skin. Hulk skin, Hulk, regular Hulk, nothing's penetrating him. Nothing. Okay. So that was his only weakness. That's his only weakness. And we find out, is this the part you talking about?
Nah.
Okay.
No, I know what part he's talking about. No, that
Keep going.
There was a part with Sam. I don't know if you guys there, but there's a part with Sam behind the cherry blossom trees.
In front of it.
I
don't know if I got that picture. But go ahead.
In front of the cherry blossom trees, yeah. It didn't look too well.
Right. I'm like, what green screen they use for this one right here?
I said that in my video.
Okay.
I found the picture online. I said in my video.
Oh.
Okay. Got it. But yo, it gets to the point where your guy has to go run for cover, and he's beating him down. The vibranium is absorbing all of this energy, all of this crazy energy. He catches him trying to jump over him. He pulls his wing off.
Like,
all right.
Ouch.
Right?
Yeah.
Breaks his arm, ribs, whatever. Right? Okay, so the wings are vibranium, but I heard the backpack that holds wings is not vibranium.
Right. Because he pulled it out the socket. He didn't break the wing. He pulled it out. He
pulled it out the socket because the wing didn't break.
Yeah, he pulled one out.
Mm-hmm.
He got to call up Shuri, let her know he needs some more wings.
I mean, to me, it's like, yo, why not make the whole thing vibranium? Why make just the wings vibranium, but the mechanics that doesn't make sense to me?
It's just like the Dora Milaje had disarmed Bucky and the Falcon and Winter Soldier.
because if you make the whole thing vibranium, you'd be calling him Captain Panther because he'll be basically
not Captain Panther.
You crazy?
So that's facts, though.
Captain Panther.
That's facts, though.
I'm just saying.
Hilarious.
Look, when you make a suit for me, Wakanda, I want the whole thing to be vibranium, okay? Don't give me the Temu version, okay? You know what I mean? Don't give me the Wakanda Temu version. I want the backpack, the wings, and the suit to be vibranium. Why Black Panther got a vibranium suit, right? But I can't get a vibranium suit. I thought the suit was vibranium, to be honest with you.
Well, it was a favor for Bucky. He only could get what he could get at the time.
Well, again, this is now later, because Bucky is now going for Congress. This is way well after the fact, okay? Like, I could have got upgrades, should have been got some upgrades. This is his upgrade, but still, I want my whole suit to be vibranium. I'm just saying.
I hear you.
Wakanda, you hear what I'm saying. So when you make my suit, just make it like that. Okay, so he catches him, right? This is the part where he's crushing his head and all of this and that, right? Da-da-da-da-da. He tries to throw the shield, boom, boom, boom. He catches it, throws it down on the ground. He's about to unalive Sam, okay? Sam is about to be gone. He about to be out of here. It about to be over. There's no more Captain America after this guy is about to take him out, right?
Mhm.
So he jumps, right? And your man takes that one last chicken wing, vibranium chicken wing,
Sure.
and takes the energy, bam, cuts him. The whole thing explodes. Right? Where's my bomb at?
Sound effects.
Where's my bomb at?
DJ Clue bomb. DJ Clue, Funk Master Flip.
Not DJ Clue.
DJ
bomb.
VKJ dropped the bomb on him. So they blow up, right? And he don't got nothing left, right? He thought he was gone. He gets up out of the rubble. And Sam doesn't have no wings. He don't got no vibranium. He got nothing left. I want y'all to tell me the truth. What did y'all think about this ending where he used his mind to talk to Ross and talk him down, where he deflated him back to regular size? Were you satisfied with this tactic? Yes or no? I'll start with you, Lawrence. Go ahead.
I think I saw something where Anthony Mackie was in an interview. He was talking about how Sam can only use his humanity, right, to talk to Hulk.
That was his greatest strength.
And that's literally what he did, was use the humanity to try to talk him down, talk about his family, his daughter, stuff like that.
Yep.
That was the only thing that could calm him down, because we know Sam, of course, can't beat him one-on-one in a fight. You know what I'm saying? Was this a great ending? No, but it was okay.
Okay. Ladies, Amy?
I was satisfied with it because, again, it's not a Hulk movie. If we would have brought in, what other way were we going to get him to come down? If we would have brought in Banner and now it's Hulk and Red Hulk, this becomes a Hulk movie. If we bring in anybody else, it takes away from being a Captain America movie. So to keep it on par with being a Captain America movie, and to show his strengths and to show his humanity and how the leader he is and the Captain America he is, there was no other way to do this but like this.
Monique?
Yeah, I was satisfied because I was tired of seeing Sam get tossed. So I was glad he was able to talk him down. For real. Yeah. And seeing this dude shirtless is wild. But yeah.
Yeah. So.
And a lot of people had issue with the CGI in this particular clip.
Yeah.
And they was like, he looked kind of crazy, and the way Harrison Ford is standing. And I was like, if you think about it, we see when Bruce comes down, and he's kind of like out of breath when he's trying to come back to himself. But when you really think about the toll that it has to take on your body, the transformation.
Yeah.
And you've been in an accelerated heart rate. You've been in this accelerated mode for what feels like an eternity, no matter how long it is. You are exhausted when you come down. So I'm like, people was trying to pick this apart, but I'm like, that was actually kind of real. He doesn't look like himself. He feels like he's just completely depleted. Like it was those. That's what made me like this movie. The little touches. They paid attention to little things.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I gotta say that people were probably looking for the traditional calm down Hulk version, right? Because as you said, after being Hulk, he's depleted. So you would think he would fall out, right? On the ground, like, you know what I'm saying? Because that's usually what happens with Hulk. I mean, if you've been watching Hulk for years, all of the heart rate, everything you said is taking a lot from his human side. So once he comes down, it's like, I have nothing left. But he's like standing up like, okay, I'm calm now. Like, okay, back to work.
But that's the part. Look how skinny and scrawny.
Yeah, I got that.
Oh my God.
No, I got that.
That's what I said. I'm like,
he does look depleted, but I wanted him to be, again, I think a lot of people wanted him to be like what Hulk does. What the reaction is, fall out, fall on the ground, faint, fall out. You're done. You know what I'm saying? So for him to be on that level, to be like, okay, I'm calm now. Back to work. Nah, bro. Take me away. Nah. lot of people had a problem with that because it wasn't. Again, this is not the tradition of Marvel way of Hulk being deflated. So I can understand where they're coming from, but yes, he is depleted. He is skinny. He is whatever. I gotta say, I thought it was. I wasn't really feeling it. I wasn't really feeling this part, but I understand what they were playing into. They were playing into him using his human side, him using his skills of, counseling and calming people down and all of this and that. That's his greatest power. Some people said, well, they wish that he would have had Betty come through to calm him down.
No.
And then that would have took away. I said, nah, because then that would have took away from Sam actually delivering his skills on what he does and how he calms down the situation, de-escalates the situation. When you have nothing left, all you could do is de-escalate the situation.
Right.
It was kind of weird, like, here, what about your daughter? Remember where you are? Remember the rose petals? And the rose petal just falls into Red Hulk's hand. He's like, oh,
Okay,
yeah.
so I have an argument with that because I've been fighting with people all weekend about that.
Oh, not you
statement.
fighting.
Yeah, she fights.
I've been
Where you be
fighting
fighting
people
him?
all weekend
She be fighting.
about that statement. Okay, so we have a problem with, and not saying you in particular, Jay,
Not me.
but we have a problem with this Hulk being talked down, and because, oh, remember your daughter, this is that. How is that different than Natasha's lullaby? How is that different than in Incredible Hulk? Betty literally stood there and looked at him, didn't say 2 words, stood in front of a raging Hulk and stared at him, and he came down. So somebody replied to me and said, well, those were women that Bruce loved. And so, the love made him come down. That's the same thing just happened here. He played on his love for his daughter and he came down. So why is one not the same as the others?
And he played on the location. He knew what he was doing when he lured him and got him to go
the cherry
there
blossom,
to go there. So that was part of his plan. That was part of Sam's intelligence. Let's be real, because I'm rolling with you on this. I think people got a problem with it because it's Sam.
Uh-oh.
I think people got a problem with it because it's Sam. Okay, I'm just gonna say it like that. I'm just gonna say it like that because these other people who taught down the Hulks, they were of a different complexion. Let's be real. Okay, so what are you saying, that a white man can't relate to a black man being sympathetic with his situation and to calm him down? Like, come on, man. Again, this leans into Sam's intelligence and the way that he knows what he does. He's been doing it for years.
But if you look at Sam going before Falcon and Winter Soldier, and you look at his relationship to Steve, you look at Winter Soldier, even in Civil War, there have always been subtle hints of his leadership. Because if you go back and watch Civil War, it was actually Sam who strategized and redirected Cap in the middle of the fight. That that side where they were able to ultimately win, but he has always been taking those steps. It's been right here in front of us the whole time.
Yeah, it has, and now it's on full screen with just him, nobody else. Him being the leader that he is meant to be.
Yep.
Right. So let's get to it. Let's get to the end. Let's hurry up and get to the end because I got this question I got to ask y'all, and then we're gonna wrap this thing up. All right. So we on the raft. We going to the raft. Y'all remember the raft? Okay. Abomination's over there. Everybody was over there, right?
Yeah, it's one big party.
One big party, right? And then now we see Sam visiting the president, and there's a Celestial Island Treaty, right? So Japan, everybody that came together. President steps down. He's no longer the president. Who is the president now? That's the question.
Whoever his vice was, they never said who was vice.
They never, yeah.
Right.
They never.
Okay. We're just going to assume that it's the vice president at this time. Okay. All right. So there's a treaty, Celestial Treaty. That's cool. Now we got the same blue suit that Sam had when he put them up in there. You know what I'm saying? And then here comes Betty. I'm gonna leave because somebody wants to see you. And Betty comes in there. She's like, yeah, can we talk? I know you crying. I know you cried at this part. You doing your nose. I'm seeing you do. It was touching part, right? Were you expecting Betty to come?
No.
Were you like, oh yeah, Betty, this was so nice?
I was.
Yeah.
Because for one, just knowing how things work, whenever you use somebody's likeness, you got to pay that person.
Mm.
So because they had actual pictures of Liv Tyler,
Yeah.
he had all these. I'm like, she popping up. They're not gonna pay just to have you and to use your picture, ma'am. She gonna pop up somewhere.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
thought it was a nice touch. Yeah, go ahead, Lawrence.
yeah. I knew she was gonna pop up eventually because she was like, oh, they had the phone call conversation,
Mm-hmm.
and then when Sam was trying to get like a heartfelt message and all this stuff, I was like, here it is. I'm like, if she don't show up, I'll be surprised. And lo and behold, there she was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, it was nice to see her. Yeah, I knew she was gonna pop up, but I didn't get emotional about it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't get emotional about it. Okay.
I'm surprised she didn't. Liv Tyler cries and everything.
Right. I don't think she liked seeing her father in that prison, but she was open to having a conversation and them reconciling. Because remember they had the phone call and he was like, "I love you." She's like, "Bye, Dad."
And they supposed to go somewhere together. He said we're gonna have to put that on hold because I'm locked up.
Right. Okay. Cool. That was nice. Isaiah, we finally got Isaiah out. He got his suit back in the whole nine. It's all good. He went to go visit Hakeem. What was it? Ruth? Ruth was trying to holler at Isaiah or something like, oh, you got a new friend in Ruth. Was it Ruth, right?
Yeah, it was Ruth. It was Ruth. He said him and Ruth going to a game or something.
Yeah. He's like, oh, you got a new friend, And he said something smart. To say it again. He was like, oh, I'm just kidding, right? So they left, right? So Bradley's out. Cool. And then this conversation happens. I should have listened to you. You still got to teach me how to do the thrust. What y'all think about this ending, right? Like, I don't really remember a lot from it.
I think this right here for a lot of people was considered to be like the emotional, maybe tearjerker type, because we saw the rookie here saying, I came from Miami and I didn't see a bunch of superheroes or people that look like me, and I kind of, want to be. I'm just paraphrasing what I'm saying, but it's like I kind of like want to be like you. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to follow in your steps. And Sam was like, well, yeah, I'll show you how to do that little flip trick thing finally now or something like that. But
he told him you gotta flip and then press the thrust button, and that's what's going to increase the flip and the kick and all this and that.
Yeah. So that's my thoughts on that. I think that was the emotional scene that kind of got me.
Okay.
And it came back around to exactly what Bucky told him. Steve gave people something to hope for. You give them something to aspire to be. And that is exactly what Torres said. I want to be you. And so it put that back into perspective. Hearing your friend say something is one thing, and then being told that by somebody else is something different. So it kind of put that reality to it, made it more real. And then even when he said, like the whole part about he can't miss, there's a lot of people waiting on me to prepare a seat for them at this table. If I mess this up, they don't get to sit at this table. So he kind of pulled us into his psyche and what's weighing on him, not being a super soldier. Like this ain't no game. Like his collarbone busted up, he in a sling. And, he all beat up. So like this is not something that he can take lightly. His life is literally on the line doing this.
Right. Oof. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I mean, for some people, it definitely touched the heartstrings. They definitely related. They definitely connected. But for some people, it didn't connect for them. It just didn't.
It touched my heartstrings.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. Okay. All right, and then that's it. Now, movie's over. Credits is coming on. I wanted to show this right here because this is from another trailer, the original trailer. Remember the Brave, what was it? The New World Order was the original name.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So from the original trailer, the ending was supposed to be different. From my understanding, you know, Captain America takes out the Red Hulk and he dies. And this is the funeral right here. Because you see Betty coming to the funeral and then you see him in a sling and you see, you know,
Agent Taylor.
Yeah. So this was supposed to be Thaddeus Ross's funeral. So it was a different ending altogether.
So I don't think Red Hulk was ever supposed to be in this movie. I think the death of Thaddeus Ross was to essentially kill the character because the previous actor passed. So
Okay.
kind of
Right.
like how they did T'Challa.
Yeah.
So it was supposed to be like that.
Recast
But again, Jonathan Majors, we got to recast. We got to take it back to the table and come up with a different story.
I'm glad they didn't. Go ahead.
Because I don't know if y'all know this already, but when I spoke about the Serpent Society earlier, there was a wrestler. I forgot the wrestler name, but he came to the movie, said he shot all his scenes, right, to play this villain. I think it was Diamondback, if I'm not mistaken, was the villain.
Yeah.
And like, yo, we got to take out all your scenes due to the reshoots and budget cuts and yada, yada, yada.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's part of us getting Red Hulk, because they actually took out one of the main villains, Diamondback, the Serpent Society, due to the whole reshoot.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, I'm glad they didn't do this because honestly, and I think me and Amy, we talked about this. I was not happy with what they did with T'Challa, and it was just too much of reality into the Black Panther 2, and
I don't think nobody
it was too much for me. Emotionally, it was too much for me. You know what I mean? So I'm glad they didn't do this to pay tribute to Mr. Hurt. All right, because then it would have been like overly emotional. Like I don't want to. I'm trying to get away from reality.
Off that way.
Yeah, I'm trying to get away from reality. You bring reality back. No, I'm good.
But not only that, we got to get past that. When I think of the mistakes of Fox, right? We go back to the Fox Marvel movies. One of the biggest mistakes of Fox is they killed every freaking body. Like, so there's no continuum in the story because your villain is dead.
Yeah.
Right. So how do we, if we kill the character because the actor died, where's the continuum of the story?
Well, that's what I was going to get to, right? Because the reason why they also changed the story is because when they did the test screening, a lot of people wanted to see more of the Red Hulk. So if you kill off Thaddeus Ross, you're not going to see the Red Hulk. So they kept him alive, put him in the raft. So when it comes down, and then at the same time, they have to ignite this whole Thunderbolt story, right? Who started the Thunderbolts? Thaddeus Ross, right? So they may change that up, but still, they wanted to keep Red Hulk around. They want to see more Red Hulk.
Well, I'm glad.
Yeah. Yep.
Because it's just like that.
Yeah, man. And we're going to see more of this guy, man. This is Pinky in the Brain. I mean, come on, man. I hope they fix his head up.
I just like how you keep getting different pictures of this guy, of the leader.
The leader is classic, dog. The leader is from way back in the day, dog. You know what I'm saying? He's been around for a long time. But let's get to this end credit scene real quick, and then we're going to wrap this thing up, and I'm going to ask you out a question, and then we're going to get the quick answers. So this is the end post-credit scene, as you guys call it. Sam goes back because, right, he's not in the sling anymore. He goes back. Yeah, I guess you lost the bet. Da-da-da. And then he's like, man, well, you know, and I'm paraphrasing too. You think this is the only world? You guys are fighting for this world? Guess what happens? You're not going to be ready when the others come. Okay? And it was like, he ain't say nothing. And then that was it. So I'm just like, yeah. I'm just like,
I said,
I was like, okay.
There you go.
I waited all this time for this. This is like hour, half an hour credits to get to this.
hilarious.
This is not Marvel to me. I think a
Yes,
lot
it
of
is.
people got upset with this. Yes, we know what it's leading to. We know what it's setting up. We know it's setting up Avengers Secret Wars. We know it's setting up Fantastic Four. We know that, all of this and that and Doomsday. We got it. The Thunderbolts. We know. We got it. I already know what you're going to say, Amy, before you
No,
going to
you
say it.
don't.
You know what I'm saying? The Avengers Secret Wars. You know what I mean? We know that. But again, it was not, again, we got to remember, with no Marvel beginning theme with the pages and all this and that, this is a whole different movie and a brand new beginning.
Yeah.
So they are resetting and starting all over. The same, similar to how it was when Iron Man dropped that end credit scene, when Thor dropped the end credit scene, when Captain America, it was like, oh, okay, here's a clue. But this wasn't it.
So, okay, I challenge that with this. Do you remember the end credit scene to The Incredible Hulk?
Nope.
So it was Thunderbolt Ross sitting at the bar having a drink. Tony walks in and says, "We're putting together a team."
Okay.
Exact same as this. We have not always gotten a massive reveal in a post-credit scene.
Okay. So what you challenging? I just said we went back to the way it used to be.
I challenge that in that it has not always been a big reveal. So at the end of Iron Man, they revealed Thor's Mjolnir.
Mhm.
So we got that.
That's big though. To be honest with you, that's big because we
Mjolnir
have
was
never
a big
seen
reveal.
back then. We never seen Hulk, the first Hulk. So to see Mjolnir in that area and they had it all surrounded on, so that was huge.
Right. That was huge. So what I'm saying is, to your point, a lot of mid and post credit scenes they revealed a character, or they revealed something big. But in Incredible Hulk 2, they didn't reveal anything big. Tony
But Incredible Hulk 2 wasn't MCU.
Yes, it was.
No,
Incredible Hulk is
that was not MCU.
Yes, it is.
Mm-mm.
No, Hulk is not MCU. Incredible Hulk is MCU. Ed Norton, that's MCU.
Yeah, it's a different. Yeah.
That's MCU.
Ed Norton is MCU.
Ed Norton is MCU. That's tying this movie into
Incredible Hulk is what?
Incredible Hulk is Ed Norton. Hulk is Eric Bana. Eric Bana is not MCU.
Okay.
That terrible first cartoon movie.
Okay.
That one is not MCU. Incredible Hulk is MCU. That's where these characters come from. From the second one. So that post credit scene was not a big reveal. Tony just came to Ross and was like, "We're putting together a team."
Yeah. Okay. All right. I mean, look, I was go ahead, bro.
The post credit scene was trash. Trash.
I saw it on your face, Lawrence. Yeah.
I did not, and like you said, every post credit scene is not gigantic. I agree with what she's saying, but I just thought we was gonna get a little bit more, something that's gonna make us look forward to it. You know what I'm saying? When I saw that, I was heated. I was so upset. I just thought we was gonna have a little bit more. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it, because sometimes they have like a mid credit scene and then they have a post credit scene.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I get it.
Yeah. I mean, again, it's like I said earlier, this is going back to the early years where Marvel was dropping something like this. Something simple, nothing big.
Yeah.
It's a brand new world.
Yep.
So while we like, yo, this sucks, the only reason why it sucks is because we're spoiled from the other movies that we watched prior to.
I'm glad you said that. Yeah, I'm glad you said
we're spoiled.
We're spoiled.
We're spoiled. We used to what we used to. We used to seeing the pages in the beginning. And when people see this, it's like, oh, that's it. Right? So I get it on one end, and then I get what they're saying on the other, because we got people who are just Marvel movie watchers. They're not comic book readers. They don't go way back. And I don't knock them. I don't knock them for not reading the comics. But if you've been coming up 10 years, Iron Man, Thor, Captain America, all this and that, and he set it up for 10 years to lead to Endgame, you're used to what you're used to. So when you get something like this, it's just like, it's a flop. It's not a flop. It's a setup. This is an introduction of Captain America, leading to the Avengers, leading to everything else.
Yeah, it's a whole new world.
Right.
Yeah, see, that's where I get frustrated with the whole what we're used to when people, not you, but when people take that position and hold so strong. This is what we're used to. No,
Yeah.
it has always been a mixed bag. Like
True.
we can walk through phase 1 through 3,
Yep.
and every single movie is not an epic. Every single movie is not an 8.
That's true.
Like there, and what really grinds my gears is people take standalone movies and they compare them to team ups. How you gonna pit? How you gonna pit this
Yeah.
against Civil War and everybody and their mama in
You
Civil
can't compare
War?
that.
Yeah.
Can't compare that. I said that
You
earlier,
can't-
right?
you
Everybody
can't
was
do
in
that.
Civil War. Like,
It was an all-star team in Civil War.
but you know why they doing this. It's got to be something deeper than
But
that.
even with you take that piece out of it, they have done it consistently. Like poor Shang-Chi, that movie was a banger.
It was.
Oh yes.
Shang-Chi was a banger.
It was.
But it ain't this, and it ain't the MCU. Come on.
So when we people say it's not what we used to, and I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna go there. So I'm going there right now. I told you we're gonna keep it real, and we're not trying to offend nobody. This is just our thoughts and opinions on certain things. When people say it's not what we used to, what comes to my mind is the phrase "Let's make America great again." We need to take it back to what we used to.
I think what Marvel is basically trying to get, and I'm talking about myself as well when I say this right here, that they're trying to get us formulated with how Marvel is basically getting ready to do a soft reboot, right? And I think this movie right here is kind of potentially part of the soft new reboot. I know there's a comic book that I read a while ago called All New, All Different Avengers, right? And it's basically not the Avengers of old, of Captain America and Thor and all those guys. It's a whole new team that's leading the Avengers. You got Spider-Man, I think Falcon is in this. I think Black Panther, some other Marvel characters. And I think that's what it has to do is think about the soft reset. If we see this intro that we saw from Captain America, if we see this in what's the next one? I think Thunderbolts is coming out.
Yeah.
If we see Black and White intro again, there you go.
Yeah.
But one thing this movie did lack, and I didn't really realize it until I saw a reviewer call it out. It lacked a score. There was no hard-hitting musical moment in this film. And now that is something that is a staple with all the Marvel movies, even Thor: The Dark World, as trash as that was. Every single movie has that musical moment where the score just pulls you in. This didn't have that.
And with that being said, I think they stripped all of that away because this is, as you said, it's soft reboot. But it's like, all right, everything that you used to, we're not going to do that no more. We're not doing that. This is the direction where we're going. So this was supposed to happen, and I'm going to say it. This was supposed to happen after Endgame. Not all the other experimental projects that a lot of us did not like. That wasn't supposed to happen.
Yeah.
Of course, COVID has something to do with it. Of course, all of that. And I'm not knocking some of the things that happened, after COVID with Disney Plus, right? Love WandaVision. Okay. Couple of things I was just like, She-Hulk. I hate it.
Agatha hated it.
I wasn't even in it. I wasn't even in it.
Hold on.
I wasn't even in it.
Did you say you hated Agatha?
He said he hated Agatha. We got no time. We ain't going.
I thought Echo was the one.
We're not going there. Hold on. That's another time. Don't go there yet. Don't go there. I got stuff to get to. Okay, because you just open up a bag. Y'all have a discussion offline about Agatha. I'm not going there.
You have to call me after this, bro.
Okay. So look. I just want everybody to know, and let's finish this out. Yeah, all of these projects are coming. Great, wonderful. At the end of the day, Sam Wilson is Captain America. I don't care what y'all say.
Yeah.
He carried the mantle. He led this movie. Whether you liked it or not, that's on you. I thought it was good. And now let's talk about the rating. Let's go ahead and talk about the rating. On a scale of 1 to 10, what do you rate Captain America Brand New World? I'm going to start with the ladies first. Okay, you're doing a whole lot over there. I guess you want to go first. Go ahead. Go first.
I was about to say, is that the popcorn button?
I don't know what she was doing, but go ahead. What do you rate the brand new? Okay, what do you rate this?
For me, I would rate it 8.5. I give it 8.5.
8.5.
Yeah.
Okay. I was about to call you Sam. Lawrence, you got the Sam Wilson beard. What do you rate this on the scale of 1 to 10, bro?
For me, I'm gonna say 7.
7.
Okay. And that to me, 7 is not too bad. And I understand everything that was going on with it. That's why I said 7. It's not the greatest. It's not the best. Just a solid 7 for me. If I had to go watch it again, I would.
Okay. So you wouldn't?
That's how I would.
Oh, you would. Okay.
With a
Same
7.
here. Same here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Amy?
It's a solid 7.5 for me. It was, like I said, it was a solid film, foundational. You know, it's a building block. You know, it wasn't meant to be a 10. Okay. Yeah, so it was solid. It accomplished what it needed to accomplish. It gave closure to the things that needed to be closed out, and gave us the next steps into the next project. So solid 7.5.
Okay. All right. So my rating. Initially, when I first got out of the theater, I said it was good. It wasn't great. Right. Mm-hmm. Y'all heard some of the problems I had with it.
Yeah.
Right. It wasn't major, but it was definitely enough for me to kind of drop the rating. So initially it was a 7, but as I go through it again and totally understand what they were trying to do, I'm going to give it a solid 8. All right. Now, solid 8, looking at, the ratings on, what is it?
Rotten Tomatoes.
The ones that we don't trust them. We don't trust them. We don't trust the critics, but we do trust the people. And the people who watched it, the popcorn meter is 80%.
80.
Yeah.
80%. Critics are wrong.
A B.
That's a B. Right?
Yeah.
Right. Well, the A is 100. Right.
That's a B. Yeah.
So they say B minus. They say B minus. Right. If we doing school, the school that I came from, 80 is a B. Right. 80 is a B or B minus. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah. Okay.
It was solid.
Yeah.
I still can't believe you really just sat here and said you didn't like Agatha.
Bro. Amy, I don't got time. We don't got time. Y'all talk offline. I told you. Calm down. You talk later about that. We on Captain America, okay? We on Captain America. Hold that. Okay, y'all talk later.
Hilarious.
We're gonna talk.
Y'all talk later. All right. Here's the question.
I'm gonna get your IG from Jay. We're gonna talk.
Oh, good. Here is the statement. Contrary to popular beliefs, and I think a couple of y'all said it already, which is kind of wild because I think we're on the same level. But I'm going to make this statement, whether people agree or not, but I want to see what your thoughts are. The statement is, Sam Wilson is a greater Captain America than Steve Rogers. Yeah, look at you. All right, so let me make my statement, and then let me back up my statement with what I'm saying.
Okay.
I say that he's better. A few of you said that as well, here and there. And the main reason I say he's better, and you can argue, you can disagree, is because without the super serum, he ain't nothing but a skinny white boy with a lot of guts. Let's be real. Let's be real. If he didn't take the super serum, this is what he would look like. Okay?
A little scrawny thing.
So Sam Wilson don't need no super serum, and he is as we see through this movie, he held his own. So I say, if there was never a serum, if you take Sam Wilson and put him up against young Steve Rogers right here. Okay, let me move this out of the way. All right. Before and after. Who's gonna win? Yes. Unserum, no serum, Steve Rogers. Had a lot of guts. He's jumping on grenades. I could do this all day, right? He's tough. But who is kicking whose ass in real life without the serum? Sam Wilson or Steve Rogers?
But Scrawny, to be fair,
no,
Scrawny Steve
this is fair.
Not. Scrawny Steve is not Captain America.
Look, I'm talking about Steve Rogers. I didn't say Captain America.
Scrawny Steve is not Captain America. So if we gotta compare Cap to Cap, you gotta compare Serum Cap.
No,
to Sam.
I'm not doing that.
That's not Captain America.
No. This is look. We talking about person to person. We talking about Sam Wilson and Steve Rogers. All right. No serum, nothing. I stripped the Black Panther from you.
So
okay?
even if you do that, I still say Sam wins, because when you look at Steve Rogers' Cap, he was self-righteous.
Come on.
He was really self-righteous.
What do you mean?
There was a lot of decisions he made under the guise of for everybody else, but it wasn't for everybody else. It was to put himself in the position to be the big dog, or the position he pitted. A lot of times he pitted being a war hero or being that guy against other people. Like I think about that argument with him and Tony in Avengers. Very self-righteous. Tony conceded his own or what, but he owns it. Steve Rogers don't. He don't.
Ooh.
So when I look at the situation with the Accords, everything, it was about him. I don't want to be told what to do. Very self-righteous.
Ooh.
So if I pick the two men together, the true selfless person, the real leader is Sam. So Sam is a better Cap.
Okay. Anybody else want to chime in? Is Sam Wilson a greater or better Captain America than Steve Rogers? You made some great points, buddy. My homie, my friend in real life.
Our brain be going.
I know. That's why you're here. Who wants to go next?
Go ahead, Lawrence.
Yeah, I mean, Sam got it out the mud. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely have to ride with Sam as far as him being the better Cap at the end of the day.
Okay. Mo, do you agree or disagree?
I agree with all of y'all. It's Sam for me. I'm riding with Sam. It's something relatable with Sam than Steve for me. So yeah.
And the thing about it, I remember Anthony Mackie, I think he was on Good Morning America or something like that. He said that Sam is every man. And I think what he was saying was, due to Sam not having, powers and things of that nature right there, that the average person could relate to Sam,
Yeah, because not every American has a super serum. We are regular people, whether we're black, white, green, or whatever, and we have to deal with our situations without super serums or help. We got to fight our own battle, just like the battle with Sidewinder and Sam. No super suit, no super serum, just pure intelligence and combat and tactical maneuvers. Take the serum away, could Steve Rogers do the same thing? He could fight. I could do this all day, but you're getting your ass beat. Okay. When he said that, I could do this all day, you was getting your ass beat in the alley, dog. Okay. So again, I like Steve Rogers. I like him. The self-righteous points that you made, Amy, spot on.
Mm-hmm.
He's still a good dude. You know what I'm saying? He's still a good dude. But at the end of the day, and again, I don't want us to be caught up in the moment just because we just watched the Captain America brand new world.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I just put the statement out there to see what y'all felt about it. But I'm sure there's some people that would disagree with everything and what we're saying. So if you disagree, that's cool. If you're watching the replay, drop that below. Be respectful if you disagree. Please. All right. This has nothing to do with black or white. We're just talking about these two different men who, without the serum, we see without the serum what happened. Sam Wilson won. At the end of the day. Didn't bring in Bucky, didn't bring in Isaiah Bradley. He could have easily broke Isaiah Bradley out and they could have saved the day together.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, this was all on Cap and Joaquin. All right, cool. Okay, so that's it for me.
So that's the point that you just said. Steve would have broke him out. That's why I say about Steve would have broke him out. And one of the things that stands out to me that really kind of made me like, at Steve Rogers is Age of Ultron. Civil War. When Tony tells him about the young boy that was killed in Sokovia. Mm-hmm. And Cap's response was, casualties happen.
Ooh.
Excuse me, what?
Damn. Ooh. You bringing up some...
It bring back memories. Like,
Amy got the receipts.
You Captain America. You supposed
I
to be...
see.
Come on. What we doing?
And yet people get mad because, Anthony Mackie said exactly what Chris Evans said, which, Captain America really doesn't represent America. He represents loyalty and good, nature and everything else like that. Same thing Chris Evans said a long time ago. Mm-hmm. Now y'all getting on him. Don't get on him. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Double standard here. Anyway, I could tell you one more thing I didn't like. Not about the movie. It was about the marketing. And I just want to know your reaction, then we're going to get up out of here, all right? This right here was marketing in China.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
I had a major problem with this.
What the heck? This is my first time seeing this.
Major problem. This is how they marketed the movie in China.
Yeah, when it comes to a lot of those movies with black people in China, unfortunately, I hate to say it, but this is how they do it. You know what I'm saying?
I was pissed.
I was pissed too. I saw it. I was like,
So I'm guessing Anthony Mackie ain't going over there to promote the movie. If they doing all that, they don't even know what the man look like.
Right now they in London, but but they're gonna see the movie. They're gonna see the movie, so they're gonna see who it is. What they gonna replace? They're gonna make them all red with no face in the movie too. Like they're gonna see the movie, they're gonna know it's a black man. But they did the same thing with Black Panther. If y'all remember, when they promoted it to China, they just had the mask on. You couldn't see no brown skin at all. I wasn't feeling that.
Yeah, I'm not feeling that either.
Y'all got to do better, China. Y'all got to do better. The marketing team, I understand, but shifting the mind of the world, that's some work. That's some work. But the real Captain America, there it is. I can say I'm proud of this film. I can say I don't care how many cuts. I don't care how many cuts. I don't care how many reshoots. Movies do that all the time. What y'all bitching about? So what? They did 1 million reshoots and they changed the whole story. It's their money. It's not your money. Who cares? What makes that worse than any other movie that you've ever seen? Marvel or not? Come on with the BS, man. They just looking for something to just tear down, man.
Right, and they came out with a solid project. Yeah.
This was solid.
It was solid.
And it's proven. It's proven. It's proven.
I mean, if we're being honest, you know what I'm saying? I hate to say this right here, but there's a lot of biased people that did not want this movie to get made, even
Yep.
though building up years and years ago. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Even though in the comics, you know, Steve ended up giving Sam the shield even in the comics. So
Yep.
you knew this was going to happen
Yeah.
way when Marvel was building our universe. And I think some of these critics, unfortunately, I just think some of this stuff is just so biased and racist and hate. But I'm riding with Sam. I know Anthony said he probably want to do this for about 2 years playing Captain America. He's not trying to do a 20 plus, more like Hugh Jackman. So I can dig that. If he's saying, yo, I got 3 solo
I
movies,
get it.
maybe 2 Avenger movies, cool. Sam, I appreciate that. You can give us. I'm riding with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm with
Yeah.
it. Bro, I appreciate him. He did it. Anthony Mackie did his thing. Shout out to Anthony Mackie, bottom
He did.
line.
Yeah.
Give
And
him a
it
round
wouldn't
of
even
applause.
be all of this if this movie would have came out 10 years ago. It wouldn't even be all this. The first phase 1 through 3. I'll even throw a little bit of 4 in there. But those first phases were successful because everybody and their mama wanted a content creator.
Mm.
Mm.
We talked about these movies in our circles, in our inner circles. There was no hopping on social media, hopping online. Everybody got an opinion. I'm gonna dissuade you from going because I don't like this actress or this actor said something. You know, everything didn't blow up the way it does now, and it has made it harder to want to go to the movies because the market is so saturated, so oversaturated
Right.
with opinions.
Mm.
Even before you even buy your ticket, they telling you, well, this is that, and you shouldn't do this, and we shouldn't support that. And it sucks for this, and I'm like,
And that's why we had this discussion. That's why I said to you before, I don't listen to nobody's criticism. I don't watch nobody's reviews, nothing before I see this movie. I'm a man with my own brain and my own opinion. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go see this because I want to see it, not because of what you said or what you said or what you don't like or what you like. You may try to influence, I get it, but I'm not watching you, purposely not watching you, so I can go see the movie, formulate my own opinion, come out with my fresh out of theater, do my own review, and then maybe I might watch somebody else to see what they think about it, or do something like this to hear what you guys have to say. But I'm not, I get you. You made a great point. We did those first phases and all that. There was no heavy social media, like, we hate this, we love this, da 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 da. And to be honest with you, and I'm going to put this out there, I'm just going to say what I got to say and just leave it at that. A lot of these critics are compromised. There's some conservative groups out there. From what I hear, this is what I know. This is from what I hear. Again, it's what I hear. There's some conservative groups that wanted to shut this thing down, and they were paying off critics to say negative things about this. This is from what I hear.
crazy.
Yeah, Jay.
I will be surprised.
Compromise.
Yeah, Jay. There is a lot of YouTubers that are right wing that basically complain about Marvel 24/7. They call it DEI. They've been calling it woke. It's a lot of right wing YouTubers, and these guys have 500,000 subscribers. Even believe it or not, I hate to say this, one, I'm about to say, there's even some black YouTubers, y'all. That
Oh yeah,
100 plus, 50,000. That was just completely saying and just talking negative about Captain America, about Anthony Mackie, Sam Wilson, period. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy out here. But like you said, Jay, there are some guys I do look at whenever they did it out of theater reactions on Tuesday night. I was like, okay, let me see what they're saying. Oh, they said this. That still didn't stop me from wanting to go see the movie. You know what I'm saying? I don't care who I was following or who I was looking at. I still want to see it. Just because so-and-so said, oh, it wasn't the greatest Marvel movies, the Eternals was better, the Marvels were better. Might have been.
Look, the Eternals, no.
Bruh. Come on, man.
Now, like, when they said it was better, when they said the Eternals was better than Cap, I was like, somebody lying. Ain't no way.
You can't believe them after that. You can't believe if they said, "Oh, well, She-Hulk was better," bro. I can't believe you. I can't even trust your opinions at this point because again, people has been running this in different groups, Amy, and you know it because you in the groups. Oh, I don't like your taste. I don't like your taste in movies. Like, anybody ask you, bro?
Yeah, I actually unfollowed. I ended up unfollowing quite a few reviewers on TikTok. Like, and I mean, Soups was
Wow.
one. And I'm like, just to give those ridiculously, I get not liking the movie, but to lie about elements in the movie, to say, oh, the movie had this, or and then you get to the thing, like, what the F are you talking about? Ain't
And,
none of that in here. Right?
and see,
What we talking about?
and see the thing about it, Soups is known to be the ultimate fanboy, right? So when he said what he said, I saw reading through his comments on YouTube and TikTok. It's like, oh, if Soups said it's bad, then I'm definitely not going to see it, because again, he has that label of being the ultimate superhero fanboy. If you know anything about Soups,
I don't know nothing about him.
Me either. That's what I'm saying.
And
I'm
I don't
clueless.
even care. No disrespect. I just don't know, and I don't care. Like I said, I'm a man with my own mind. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm gonna make my decisions, and I'm not influenced by anybody. If I want to see something, I want to see something. You know what I'm saying? I really, I did. All right, we want to talk about She-Hulk. I wanted to see She-Hulk because I was into She-Hulk when the comics was out, because I liked She-Hulk when she was with the team. You know what I mean? So when it came out, I was like, okay, cool. Oh, okay. The Hulk is fighting her and all this and that. They cousins, great. And then slowly but surely it was like.
But that's where.
And then Daredevil made me keep watching it, but then after that, I was just like,
we're done. And that's, I think, what is happening too when we talk about Feige and the team. They're taking a lot of chances on giving opportunities to newer directors.
Yeah.
But the problem is they're choosing directors that don't know the source material. That lady, whoever she is, that lady that did She-Hulk, she should not have had anything to do with She-Hulk.
She said it though, Amy. She said, I never knew about She-Hulk before. I just learned about it. Like, woof.
And that's the thing. Even if you accept the job, go do your research. Figure out what's what. I mean,
so going along with what you're saying, this right here is a perfect example of the residual effect of the experimentation that Feige and them did in the past couple of years. And Marvel heads and fans are tired, and they're disgusted, and they are angry. They're upset because the projects that have been put out, like the Marvels, like some other Secret Invasion, Secret Invasion. I'm telling you right now, this is what they saying. Like the Marvels, Secret Invasion, okay. All right, Captain Marvel, okay. They don't like it. I'm not talking about Miss Marvel. I like Miss Marvel. I think she's cute. And I love Monica Rambeau. They just did her wrong. It's just like, come on, man. Like, introduce her already. But anyway, a lot of the stuff, the residual is now leaking over into this year, into this movie. It's just anger. It's a lot of anger and just divisiveness. Some of it is racist. Yeah, this is a small percentage of them. The big, very small percentage. They just got a big voice.
But what happened to the days when we were just mad at that movie? Like, again, we go back to the first phase 1 through 3. Yeah. When Thor: Dark World came out, we didn't say, what are they doing? This some trash. We were mad at that movie. This movie sucks.
Well,
and then we went to see the next one, right? So, what happened to being upset with that singular project? Why are we bashing an entire entity?
Because at that time there wasn't an entire entity. There wasn't a lot of. This is the 35th or 36th Marvel movie. Okay. So when you get, again, we like talk about the being spoiled, we talk about being used to, we talk about all of this. So when you like create these behaviors in people and they keep following those behaviors all the way up to Endgame, they're going to expect the same thing. So now it's like, oh man, the whole thing is trash now. But the past couple years, there's been a lot of misses than hits.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
Yeah.
There's been some hits, but there's been a lot of misses.
A lot more misses than hits.
So I can understand, not the racist people. I'm not relating to y'all. Y'all can go somewhere with that. But the Marvel fans that understand that storylines and true character arcs and like a real good movie needs to be made. And this one is good. This one is good. This was good.
Yeah.
I'm going to stick with that. Let's start a new beginning. Let's start fresh. I want Thunderbolts to be good. I want Fantastic Four to be good. And it has to lead up into the Avengers and everything else. I just hope it's good. Just stay on this track.
That's what I said in my video. I said they got to lead that Steve Rogers stuff in the past. Because go to the theater with an open mind.
Yeah.
I know you hear some naysayers out there, but it's up to you to have your own opinion. If you really want to know or have a true opinion, go see it for yourself. That's what I
Yeah.
said in my video. So
What was lost in the past couple of years, me and Amy, we talked about this, is the connectivity that Marvel used to have. There's no connectivity in these projects, these past projects in the past couple of years.
Yeah.
One
Oh,
is
yeah.
not connected to the other. The way
Nope.
that
It's just a
Iron Man
single
connected to Thor and Thor connected to Captain America. You know what I'm saying? We always
single
was looking
projects.
for, right,
Yeah.
single project. The connectivity was lost after Endgame, bruh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like for an example, speaking of connectivity, Secret Invasion. Shout out to my guys, Sam Jackson, Don Cheadle, love those guys.
Yeah.
What's the Super Scroll had all those powers and that one big strong arm. Where's she at now? I can't think of the scroll name, but where's she
I
at
know
now?
what you're talking
I know
about.
you're talking about. She's the
Again,
most powerful. She's the most powerful scroll in the
Yeah,
entire
She's the most
Marvel
powerful
universe.
being now. She
And
had
where's she
everybody's
at now?
powers.
No connectivity. It's been what, 8 to 10 projects since then. Where's she at? That's what we talk about when we say connectivity.
And they're trying to tell
Yeah.
another story, but they're not pulling her into the story. Not talking
Right.
about her because it's supposed to be Captain Marvel's the most powerful. Oh, we can't make this girl the most powerful because Captain Marvel, and then they dropped the ball.
Yeah.
So
And she's not on either side. But you know, we don't even get me started on Secret Invasion because they wasted what was probably had the potential to be the best villain, and they wasted it.
yep.
Wasted it.
That's another example of
Gravik was nothing to play with.
Yep. But family, we are going to leave you with that, family. Again, I think the consensus is this. We're going to talk offline more because we can go on for days and days. But Captain America, definitely a good movie. We got 8s, we got 7.5s, and we got 8s. We got a B. Let's keep pushing.
Yeah.
I believe in Marvel. I believe that Marvel can, if they stay on this track, we can get back to the glory days or get to some new glory days. Okay? How about that?
Yeah.
New glory days.
I'm looking forward to it.
Okay. Any last words? Any last words before we out?
I know we got Daredevil coming up. I think a lot of people are anticipating Daredevil. We saw that from the Netflix series that kind of got removed years ago, but now is back. And I think this is a good sign. I think this right here is going to be a great Marvel TV show. I think this is going to be good. I'm excited about this one right here.
Okay.
I hope so.
Because I know we've talked about how we was hoping Marvel's going to get on track. I think this is one of the ones that help Marvel get on track.
I've always liked Daredevil, yo. Always.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Mo, any last words?
No.
Okay. Amy, I know you got something to say.
You know, I always got something to say. No, I will just end it with I am enjoying Marvel animations. X-Men 97 sits in a class on its own.
Yes.
And this, your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, is giving me everything that I ever wanted. So, like, I'm super enjoying Marvel animations right now.
Okay. Well, Sony need to give us that third Spider-Verse, but I don't think that's happening. I don't know. If it is, it's going to be like 2027.
Yeah, 2027.
Yeah, I'm about to say. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
Shoot,
I'm
I need X-Men season 2.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Expeditiously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I want a live action X-Men though. I'm ready. I've been waiting for that, to be honest with you. I love the cartoon. I love X-Men 97. I do.
But you know they gotta get through this phase.
They gotta get through all of that. We gotta get to Secret Wars.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And Doomsday and all of that. So
yeah.
But we're on our way because we got Adamantium.
Yeah, sure. That's what it is.
On that note, family, we appreciate you all for rocking with us, man. Yeah, we going on, whatever hours. But if you enjoyed this, definitely hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. All right, if this is your first time watching us, seeing us, and if you enjoyed this, definitely share this out with a whole bunch of other people that love Marvel. And, again, we had a lot of opinions here, and whether you agree or not, it's okay. Drop your comments below respectfully, and we'll definitely, respond to them, all right? Okay, I appreciate my MHU, the Marvel Heads United family. Appreciate y'all for coming through. Until next time, salute.